Well, welcome everybody to our latest session of the Restoration of Cariele. If memory serves, this is actually session 17. So as usual, we'll do a quick recap of what occurred last session and then jump into our session proper. So team, you'll likely recall when we picked up last week, you guys were at the jousting field. You had arrived in Carolinian previous session. You had arrived here, came to the jousting field, saw some of the knights and nobles ride against one another, met some high-end falutin nobles in the box that you all were sitting in, which was the eastern box. This was a three-box kind of stadium setup. In the center box, the main box, was Lord Entier along with his wife Christier. These would be the Lord and Lady of Cariele. And of course, Entier is Vin's uncle, and unfortunately Baron's uncle as well, if we remember Baron. And yeah, the other nobles in the center box there are sort of the higher ranking folks here in Cariele, and they are given sort of this position of honor. Michael, as Lord from Moria, Lord Michael, when he arrived, he was given a special position of honor as well in the center box, sitting next to a woman that the guilds of Cariele had hoped he would be interested in, or perhaps Entier thought he'd be interested in. But after conferring with him at a later time, he did not seem to be all that interested in her. As you guys spoke with some of the nobles, you heard some different information. There was primarily a couple of things that came out about all this. Lord Michael explained to you as you guys were making your way here that anytime they have one of these tournaments, these sort of official tournaments, whether it's a joust or an archery contest or a melee of some kind, there always ends up being an underground competition as well that takes place parallel to this. And if some of you are interested, he said to speak with Fran at one of the local inns in Carolinian, who would be able to give you that information. And that inn, of course, was the Hog's Head Bar, which we found out one of our players has a bar in their hometown named that, or nearby anyway. So yeah, fun little side note there. But yeah, so that information was provided. You also learned of a Lord Quentin who spoke with Vin and some of the other teammates here, and he mentioned a gaming opportunity that he had. And he indicated that if the team was interested, as they didn't look as though they were much like the other nobles gathered here, that let him know and he would give them more details. So that information was provided, and then on top of that, there was the whole spectacle of the joust. After a period of time, Lord Entier came out, announced the start of the joust. This was your first real good look at him. He didn't seem to be all that impressive, which seems to match some of the stories that you have heard already. He made his way back to the center box there, and eventually, after a little bit more time had passed, he made his way to your box and asked that you follow him as he stepped outside to the east side of the boxes and to this nearby tent. Once there, he had explained that he had received a message, and he had gotten that message from, a friend of his father's, friend of the Moor from Moria, the ruler of Moria. And this message had actually come from the rat folk who live in the sewers of Carolinian. Michael had explained that in the past there was a bit of a friendship struck up between the rat folk and his father, as his father had assisted them in the past, and this sort of created a little bit of a bond there. The rat folk, in turn, are really good information gatherers, as seemingly they have ways of getting into different nooks and crannies and hear things maybe a lot of folks wouldn't necessarily hear. And that relationship has gone pretty well. So in turn, once Michael received this note and indicated that the rat folk were in need of some assistance, he asked our player characters to take up this task and aid the rat folk in the sewers, as he was busy with all of his different responsibilities and appointments and meetings and so forth while he was here in Carolinian. Eventually, the team agreed to that fact, and as that conversation was kind of coming to an end, a woman in front of a lot of armed men approached from the east, and she sort of passed by the tent, looking just briefly around. We had Serena kind of in her way accidentally, and then got out of her way pretty quickly, but you were able to get a good view of her, and this eventually you learned was one Miele Birion, who is the guild master of all of the guilds in Cariele, a supposedly very ruthless woman. and a very wealthy woman, in fact, with all of that guild money pouring in. She was dressed pretty, I would say, good for travel. Her clothes were obviously of very good quality, but not like a dress or anything like that. You get the impression she is all business. She had this massive maul actually in her back, where the head of the maul was actually poking up just at her shoulder blades. It seemed like it was in a spot where she could easily reach back and produce it pretty quickly. This maul was very distinctive in that it had bones basically hammered into it, or in some regards, it almost looked as though the bones were growing out of the maul. Not really massive bones, but think of this as sort of small, almost like finger-sized bones, and different amount of bone was exposed at different areas of the maul's head. This was obviously very strange looking. She also had a very distinctive looking belt on it that had these 3 gems on the front that looked very interesting. Once she passed by, went into the middle boxes there. She was obviously speaking with the nobles gathered there. And Michael mentioned that he better get back into the center as well and asked you guys to take care of the rat folk issue, which you agreed. So the team minus Celine, who was so enamored with maybe the nobles or the joust, or we're not sure exactly what she was enamored about, but kind of had that for a little while as the team made their way off from this area and into the city proper. While in the city, the team did stop at a few different shops, looking around for some different odds and ends. There was Arthur's Antiques, where Serena sold her earthenware plate. There was the Sphinx's Arsenal, which was some type of a weapon shop, and it seemed as though this shop might have even had some magical weapons. However, the team kind of pulled a little switcheroo on the proprietor of this shop, as the proprietor was a dwarf who turned out to be from Baruch-Ajik, and when he spotted Tavard, a dwarf from Merkalad, 2 countries that absolutely hate one another, he did not want to deal with the team at all. The team was, however, able to convince the shop owner that Tavard was not really their ally. He was just kind of somebody, wandering by, and then kind of got lumped in with them. So the proprietor was convinced enough to do business. However, once business was concluded, Blixel then just pretty much flat out told him, oh yeah, that guy was our friend, he is, and so forth. So the team got the impression that they're probably not going to be welcomed back at the Sphinx's Arsenal. It's kind of broke that relationship with that shopkeeper. We also had Dian, who wanted to look around for some different plants and things, and he found a plant shop with a proprietress named Arona. She was a interesting woman, to say the least. Probably not a druid, as Dian tried to speak to her in Druidic, and she didn't seem to understand that. But she had a lot of knowledge on local plants and showed some of her stocks to Dian. Eventually, she gave him a minor recipe for free just to kind of stoke his interest, and maybe hopefully he comes back and purchases some more goods for her. I believe he did end up purchasing a few minor things to aid in the creation of potions of healing, if memory serves. So with this done, the team then made their way through the market square and eventually found the city wall closest to the market square, followed it one way, realized that wasn't where the sewers were, followed it the other way, and then discovered the entrance to the sewers, realized that the entrance to the sewers were not guarded or anything like that. You got this pretty strong impression that no one really tries to go into the sewers, so there's no point to really need to guard them. The team then descended down a few different layers between climbing down a ladder and then walking down a staircase to find themselves in the sewers proper. Once there, they turned a little bit of a corner and saw a massive water basin, and it was filled with sewer water. The smell is just pretty awful down here. As the team made their way across, they spotted one of the rat folks up on a nearby ledge. The rat folks scurried away pretty quickly, but eventually the team was able to speak with him and kind of calm him down and let him know that they were sent by Michael Moriad. The rat folk did not seem to fully understand our team and, asked some maybe redundant questions, but eventually the team was able to communicate well enough to let the rat folk know that the team was here to aid them on Michael's behalf. And the rat folk were able to let our player characters know that there was an issue with one of their young who had gotten away. So the father is Naxic, and he said that his child, Skigdock, was missing, and he asked for the player character's assistance in being able to go in and find where he might be. So, with that information in hand, the player characters moved forward into the sewers and encountered a couple of different things. First, they encountered an odd trap, which, while Tavard had noticed the absence of any kind of muck or dust and so forth in the area, he was not sure why that was the case, but Serena, being very brave, decided to kind of move out front, stepping into that square, whereupon a pit trap opened up, and she fell down below and was pretty quickly pierced by spears coming from each area of the pit trap. With that concluded, Serena did manage to climb out of the sewers, or out of the pit trap, I should say, and still be in the sewers. The team then moved on, found a bridge, did a little bit of checking around the area, eventually crossed the bridge, and as they made their way into another area, they spotted some signs of, we'll say sewer creatures. Think of this as like rats and gunk and that kind of stuff on the ground, but nothing out of the ordinary. As they passed in, I think it may have been Serena once again who stepped in front through a threshold, and this is when some creatures actually dropped from the ceiling. These creatures were very strange indeed. They are something that nobody on our team, none of us, no academics in the group this time to be able to try to identify these with any good luck or success. However, there was these very strange creatures that looked almost like mounds of flesh that were extended in a puckering kind of tentacle, almost like a mouth, that had these little anchors on the side of them. Very terrifying creatures indeed. The group started to fight these creatures. There were several of them. At one point in time, some of the creatures actually combined to form a larger creature. It looked similar, but in a larger size, and took our player characters to task as it was trying to fight them and trying to defeat them. And it did significant damage to our team, and in particular, the team noticed something odd, whereupon when the creature grabbed one of them and had them in a grapple, they could hear a voice telepathically in their head saying consume, and they could feel this sort of throbbing pain coming from the tentacle. And this was obviously a very scary event. I don't believe anybody actually, I think Tavard suffered the effects of this, but thanks to his legendary resistance, not the full effects, but I would say the team noticed pretty quickly that this was going to be a very dangerous attack if it would be pulled off. So with that known, the team continued fighting, trying to defeat this strange creature. Eventually, it was only the big one that was left. After that creature was defeated, that is where we wrapped up our session. So team, that's my quick recap of what occurred last week. If there's anything I missed anybody would like to add, feel free to speak up.
Yeah, so before we left the tent, I asked Michael if he could, Dean asked Michael if he could have his ears open to see what would be going on in the main area with Tier and Lee, and just kind of keep his ears open for us. And he reminded us that we're not at war with Cariele, so he's not, didn't want to be a spy, but he said he would. So.
Okay, fair enough. Yep, go ahead and take inspiration for that. Yes, the Michael did mention that he would listen, see what he heard, and see if anything interesting came across his awareness. Anyone else?
Yeah, I've got a couple of things. There's two things about the joust that stood out to me. Sir Shane and Sir Racine got into a joust, and one of the ladies mentioned something about his name being cursed. We didn't really quite get much more detail about it, but it may be important later on. And then the Green Knight and Sir Houghton were the sorry, I burped. Were the two like I guess like the main event card, and the Green Knight unseated Sir Houghton, which is kind of like the most embarrassing thing that you can do in a joust. So there was that. And then the other thing I wanted to mention was when Michael asked us to investigate the sewers, I told him we would, but on the condition he would ask around and see if he could find out about Orica, Vin's mother, as well.
Yes, indeed. Good addition as well. Go ahead and take inspiration, Vin. Anyone else have anything they would like to add?
Well, Michael did tell us a lot about the rat folk. He said they're halfling size, fast, snouts and tails, survivors, family ties. They run in packs, and they even have their own guilds where they craft, I guess, rudimentary things. So they may be a network that is subterranean all across Cariele and Morid and even further. So they may be super important allies for us.
Yes, and when was asked the question of whether there was any connections between the guild and the rat folk, Michael had mentioned that the rat folk kind of have their own guild. So that was a bit of a probably a bit of a surprise to our team, as these folks are obviously the rat folk are very industrious and can really take care of their own selves. All right. Yeah, go ahead, Serena. Have something to add?
Just a quick note that when we're finished in the sewers and we need to contact Michael, we should reach out to Fran at the Hogshead Tavern.
Yes, yep, good enough. I did mention Fran early on, but that's an important reminder that yes, that is somewhere you want to go next in order to connect with where Michael is. He said Fran would be able to do that for you. So yeah, go ahead and take inspiration as well, Serena. All right, if there is nothing else, random technical side note, it looks like somehow this map that we are currently on had some issues since the last time you guys were on it. So I'm just quickly doing some updates in the background to hopefully fix that. But I just checked. This is literally the only map it happened to. I'm not sure what happened between Roll20, between this session and the last one. But essentially, most of the tokens were cleared. So I've got you guys back there. And it seemed like part of the map was cleared. So a whole bunch of messy stuff has occurred here. But everything else looks okay. So strange. I'm going to have to research that one later. But all right, let's go ahead and get you guys back over there and pick up where we left off. Let me deal out a card as well.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Dean shooting those chest lion rockets. I didn't know that that teleport was like whenever you wanted either. That's pretty cool.
Okay, so everybody should have their card, have a moment to review that, see if there's anything of concern. Let me go ahead and get you guys back over to the map. All right, so I just put you here, as I just mentioned, due to that technical issue. You guys were not on the map anymore, so I threw your tokens back on. Feel free to move yourself about as you like. But essentially, this is roughly where you were at when the battle ended.
Can you give me my dark vision, please?
Right, because you had cast that spell, yep.
I'm actually going to go ahead and, like, standing up after that pillar kind of fell over and, like, brushing myself off, I'm going to pull out one of the torches Serena gave me, and I'm going to light it. Just because it's so Blixel can have his concentration back.
Well, his dancing lights failed during the fight. And
What the hell? You know, I thought we could handle this on our own, but we kind of need Celine here. She can identify these things, and, well, her healing abilities are quite nice.
Okay, that yes, Celine is good, but do you think this is the thing that took the rat person? Should we look in that room?
Well, we should, yes, but how are we all feeling? Some of you took some big hits. Tavad, are you alright?
You know, if we could rest a little bit, that'd be great.
Serena and I bump into each other. I think my wild spirit's still alive, Adam, and it's good for some amount of time.
Like an hour, isn't it?
So I know
Yeah.
you summoned it twice. I know it was destroyed once. And do you remember if it got hurt at all? Now we're really calling upon memory skill here.
No, it It did. I watched the video before. At least I watch it maybe twice a week. So I redid the last ending, and he was alive and he was injured. I would say at least half.
Oh, look at that. Maybe it still tracked. 14 out of 25. Looks like that's probably
Yeah,
correct then.
there it is. Yep. Okay. All right. There's my bad boy. So he's connected to my soul is exactly what it says. So that's pretty interesting wording. I've never heard of that in D&D. But I'm gonna oh, Serena, do you mind if my friend goes first?
Well, wait. Before we go any further, we have no need to right away. Let's make sure Tavard is okay. If 5 or 6 more of those things around the corner and come around, we're going to be screwed.
So we wait an hour here with an open door, an uncleared area where the bad guys just came out and almost killed us.
Tavard will tell you, I'm fine. I'll just rub some dirt on it.
There's a pit over there we can hide in.
Yeah, to throw him in the pit. I chuckle at Serena. That's a good one.
No,
All right,
we're
I
not
move
going
the
to just.
wild spirit
Oh.
up to the doorway.
All right. As you guys are looking forward, deciding to continue to keep going, making sure to try to find this individual that you're looking for, you hear the sound that you heard before, the screeching of the rat folk people. Something has alerted them, and you can hear them all sort of screeching from your southeast.
Maybe the kid's back.
Oh, Selena's caught up to us.
She is brave. Sometimes. I remember a time.
Well,
Let's
let's
go
first
check
go
it
back
out.
and check and make sure they're safe before venturing forward. But to answer your question, Dean, if those creatures got a hold of that young rat folk creature, then, well, I think we kind of know what happened to him, but maybe we don't mention that to Negzik and tell him that we need to go further to find out.
Where
Yeah,
are we going now?
we could just peek in the door though. You want me to go ahead up there and just peek through the door?
Well, that's what I was going to do. And don't forget, I'm the Cathbat of my tribe. I also have responsibilities. And I want to make sure we all survive and get what we need to be done. And we are leaving an uncleared area up here for voices down the hallway. Just take a quick look. I'll keep an eye on this door.
We're checking to make sure the voices
Yes.
we heard are not the rat folk being attacked and killed, Dean.
Well, now that we're
Hey,
in
I'm
two
super
parts of the
fast.
map. Okay.
I'm super fast, so I'm just taking a look up north. Adam, can I hear anything?
You can, in fact. It is very, very faint. You can obviously hear the environment here, the sewer, like dripping water every now and again, a squeak here or there that you presume to be probably a regular rat. But you also hear something else. It's hard to place exactly what it is. It almost sounds like multiple taps on the stone, all in synchronization.
All right. Tavard with his just feeling like he's got to do what he's got to do. I'm gonna go up here and just peek a little bit more.
All right, as you get to this spot, you notice that there is a raised area here close by you. So this little set of stairs goes up to, make sure you can see that. This little set of stairs here goes up to this elevated platform. You notice that there is another bridge crossing over to here. You see a really, really large water basin once again. You also notice that there are these kind of like clumps of clustery, they almost look like large piles of mud shaped almost like triangles, perhaps. Like not exactly like shaped, but a little bit like that. And they're kind of along this edge.
All right, can I hear where the noise is coming from?
It kind of echoes around you, but you feel like it's above you.
Above as in up, or I mean, excuse me, above as in to the next level, or above as in I'm gonna look up in the I'm gonna look up onto the ceiling.
Okay, as you look up onto the ceiling, you make out a massive creature over this large water basin. It is clinging upside down and it is putting its body flat, which makes it difficult to spot just by, kind of moving your eyes in that direction. So think of this as though it is essentially attempting to hide, not necessarily from you, but this is probably what it does pretty typically. But you do manage to see it. Just the massive size of it, as you notice its body just keeps going and going. This is probably the largest creature you've seen before. As far as what it looks like a massive bug of some kind. I don't know that you'd be familiar with this kind of creature, but I'll see if I can't give you a little bit of a description. So think of this as almost like a centipede with a very, very long body, numerous appendages that look like legs coming off of it, two large antennae coming off of its head, and then it has a lot of these sort of like tentacles that are on its face. Right now, they are all like smushed up against its body, real flat to try to make it difficult to be spotted, but you get the impression they can probably reach pretty far.
All right, I'm gonna throw my warhammer. No, just kidding. Okay, I'm gonna back up.
Yes, I could see from your face that we shouldn't
So
go any further.
yeah, there's a giant. I mean, if we like sushi or something, there's something up on top that probably. Oh, it's huge. It's. Yeah, I don't think we should
So,
go in there until we
what is
prepare
that
properly.
tapping though? What was that from the creature, or do you think it's from someone trapped?
I think it seemed purposeful. Like a rhythm or something, right? So that would be just my best guess is that it's probably somebody purposely trying to, get our attention or something.
Do I hear it, Adam, if I enter the room here? Where did do I hear it? I'm going to listen for that tapping. Did I lose my
You,
mic?
no, I'm rolling a check for you. You listen carefully, and you do indeed make out this same sound. It sounds like a rhythmic tapping, like all occurring, if not exactly at the same time, just slightly different timing. Like we're talking milliseconds between taps.
Do I think it's a creature doing this? I mean, like an animal or beast. I should be more D&D specific.
Oh,
Like,
are you proficient in nature?
yes.
Go ahead and give me a blind check, Dean. I mean, it could be. It's not. It doesn't automatically ring a bell to you that must be what it is, but it's possible.
I'm very tempted to hit my quarterstaff on the ground, but I'm not. I said we'll come back. Looks like our group's distracted with voices of the rat folk. You ready, Tavard?
Yeah, I don't want to be that thing's lunch. Oh, excuse me. I don't want to be that thing's lunch. I'm practicing my pronunciation, so because that other dwarf didn't seem to like it. So
Oh, well, you seem fine to me. Running jump. There.
Sally seashores and salt water.
Did you find anything interesting?
Yeah, Tavard and I heard tapping. It's hard for me to tell the difference from a beast, just normal, maybe mandibles or claws tapping, or if it was a humanoid trying to get us attention, or it was undetermined. But there's a big thing in there, and it is not good, right, Tavard?
It looks like it probably weighs 1,000 pounds. Up on the ceiling, hiding. It's huge. Largest creature I've ever seen.
My guess is that's probably what took Nexic, and maybe a few more of these rat folk that they're unaware of.
Looks like a giant bug, like all these legs and things. I do wonder if maybe it hates light, but that's just, me guessing.
Well, let's go investigate this screaming and chattering from these rat folk and make sure they're not imprisoning our friend. We'll take a breather and come up with a plan.
From around the corner, you hear, "No, you go, 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 no, no, not here, not here, go, 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 go!"
I'll take a run and jump to the other side.
All right, as you come across this way, Ben, you notice the rat folk up above who you spotted before. They kind of turn and they look at you now. They're moving very frantically as they look to the south, and their beady eyes are kind of squinting really rapidly as their tails whip back and forth.
What is it?
Ah,
I turn and kind of wave my hand. She's with us. Celine. Over here.
Hi, Vin. So she heard the rats screaming and she can barely see them. So as she was coming down the stairs and as soon as they started screaming at her, she stopped in her tracks and like has her hands up to be like not threatening to them at all, because that's what she was told, that they were Michael's friends, and that's not the full extent of what she knows, but it's what she's focusing on right now.
Come over on this side, then you don't have to jump across.
You can put your hands down, Celine. Come on. Where did Dexit go? Do I see him?
You can make him out just barely. He is still on the elevated platform, kind of like huddled behind a pillar. You just notice his hand, and then his little face pokes out. You go, go. Oh, you go. Yeah, no, Michael, go.
Nexic. We were attacked by some creatures up ahead.
Yeah. Tell. You tell before.
Celine, can you help talk to this guy?
Maybe. Are they okay? They sound a little distressed.
I think that's just how they all sound, but apparently Sectic, I think that's his name, this guy's kid was kidnapped by this monster from down here. We found some fleshy creatures that tried to suck our freaking minds out. That was interesting. And then Tavard and Dean just encountered what they described as 1,000-pound, I kind of look over my shoulder, bug?
Like a giant centipede looking thing.
Well, that all sounds deeply upsetting. Yeah, I can try to talk to them. Hello? If you have a language of your own that's easier for you, I can understand it, but not speak it.
And you
I
notice the one that Vin was looking towards now peeks over. He's just above you on the ledge, and he looks down, and he says, everybody else just hears squeakings and things. But Saline, you hear, you can really understand me? Wow, it's much, much easier to communicate like this. Your language is terrible.
Yeah, I'm sure the dungeon master really appreciates it. It sounds like his voice was getting real bad last time. So, yes, I can understand you.
Well, that's great. Yeah, I told your friend the last time that they came here in excruciating detail that we saw a big creature, and it was like purple and stuff, and it like fell and splashed, and it kind of exploded into a bunch of parts, and then all the parts started moving around, and they like started coming after us, and so we ran back to here, and we've been holding this area. But my son, you must find my son.
We'll try. Where did you last see him? In that same area? Do you think was he helping you fight the monsters, or?
No. Skigdock is very young, just a minor. He likes to play around in the sewers, and it's not usually been dangerous down here. Occasionally, little rats, and sometimes people try to use this as like a pass through, bandits and stuff or criminals. But usually, we able to deal with them without too much trouble. But he usually likes to play over by the bridge where the massive carrion crawler is. As long as you don't go in the water or disturb its egg sacs, it won't bother you. Let them know that too. I think I told them that. I might not have told them that. But yeah, he was always in that area.
Is the carrion crawler the giant insect thing on the ceiling?
Oh yeah, that sounds definitely like it. Yeah.
Duly noted. Um, have you ever seen these other creatures that attacked? Have you ever seen these things before, or are these
Never.
like new?
Never ever. They look very strange too, like nothing we've ever seen before. We've seen some different things down here, but these things were like, I don't know. One of my friends here, he said maybe they came from a falling star because that's how strange they look, but I don't know. I think he's just guessing.
Okay. Let me
Will you,
check on my friend. What, Vin?
will you ask him if we can just take a second to come up with a plan?
I look back at the rat, knowing the rat can understand him. Let me.
Well, yeah, you can, yeah, if you need to, but I'm really worried about my son. You have to find him. He can't be out there long on his own.
Yeah, I promise we'll get him back, but we need a second because those things attacked us, and if we can figure out a way to fight them back, then we can get him more efficiently and faster.
I'll look over my friends. We'll move as quickly as possible. This does sound like an emergency. Um, Then is everyone else on the other side?
Yeah, they're all over there. Tavard got beat up pretty bad. Blixel's not looking too great either, and Selena fell in a trap.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Um, are there any other? I don't want to call them booby traps because that's like a war crime, but or a felony or something. But do you know? I talk to the rats now. Do you know of any other traps in the area that we should be mindful of while we're looking for your son?
No, that's the main one. As long as you don't go in the actual water, you shouldn't run into any other traps.
And if someone were stupid or clumsy enough to fall into the water, what would happen to them?
Well, there's certain spots, like just north of here, where there's the central collection area, and there's a drain there, and it has a quite powerful suction. So if you were to fall into that spot, you're going to get thrown up against the drain and probably drown because you're not going to be able to get out.
That sounds terrible. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. All right. Meeting adjourned. Thank you for the information.
Oh, you're very welcome. Please find him.
We'll do our best. And then I will take Serena's advice and go around the way here. Can I fit? Is this path around here traversable for me?
It is, yeah. If you're not in combat,
Okay.
it's no problem. If you were in combat and trying to run along there or something, you might have a chance of falling in.
I thought it was very funny that I was listening to the session and Vince said, "Yeah, should we leave a trail for her to follow?" And then they didn't do that. But then even if they had, the very first thing they did was jump over a gap that I couldn't clear.
um, so let's catch our breath real quick and come up with a plan. He said pretty much in that area we were going, but not into the room with the crawler, apparently. Have you heard of that creature, Serena? Or Saline? Or Dian, even?
Are you trying to tell me
Very.
those squeaks made actual words?
Yeah, before I came down here, Michael told me that these people had their own the rat folk had their own language, so I cast a spell that lets me understand them even if I can't uh, speak directly to them,
Wow,
in
that's
their own language.
fancy. Hey, Adam, are there any other animals around? Am I seeing rats? Am I seeing things like that?
You do see rats occasionally. You also notice that there's a lot of insects that are in this area. So think of this as like flies. You also notice some larger ones that, not anything dangerous, but you assume they're more like June bug kind of sized bugs that fly around. There's not enough to make like swarms or to bother you too much, but yeah, they're kind of always present in the sewers.
Okay.
So out
I
of
mean,
character, you guys want to take a quick short rest and then mob through, or what?
Works for me.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Looks like Noah joined us too. What's up, Noah?
Maybe he
But
maybe just be listening because I've been moving his token along just to make sure he doesn't get left behind.
Yeah, I just got home, but I was listening for the last like 15 minutes. But I'm gonna hop on right.
No worries. Appreciate the update.
no, I do understand the need for rest and recovery, but I'm willing to burn all my spell slots so we keep going. This child is a danger. We have to do the right thing. An hour from
Oh,
now might be too long.
suppose there is a bit of an urgency.
But if I'll be happy to burn all my spell slots to heal you guys up.
You
Your
guys'
call.
call. I make a lot of decisions, and this seems like one you guys can make.
We could go for a little healing.
Okay, I'm gonna run jump. Hi. He rubs his hands together, opens them palm up to you guys, and tilts his head to the side of his shoulder and says, "Who's first?"
Tavard, lest he kills
Yeah,
all
that'd
the.
be me, because I'm like next to you. So let's just, yeah. And I'm the most handsomest. So yeah.
And the most bloody.
That's what you get. I could grab your hand and put my other hand on top of it, close my eyes and bow my head, and you are healed with 6 healing.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. Serena, and I keep my hand open.
You want to hold my hand?
Yeah, well, it's one way it works. I feel like it gives the most connection, understanding that Eric brings life. And I'll grab your hand and I will bow my head and cast Cure Wounds on you as well. Come on.
Is Eric gonna be generous to a follower of Halen?
Apparently. And I smile at you as you say that. You'll take 9 healing.
Oh, thank you. I feel better. Guys, did we go down this hallway?
Uh, no, we didn't. Blixel's not.
I think he'll take some.
Yeah, he's a little bit.
Oh, guys. I see something.
Guys, this is just a plain room again, so I am noping out of there because that didn't go well last time.
We'll make sure we check the ceilings, yeah? And I'll give us a
To
wry smile.
Tavard,
Yeah.
move up to that spot there. Look up to the northeast. Can you see that? Just a small bit of movement, and it sounds like squeaking. Northeast?
You see nothing, Tavern, when you look in that direction.
I see nothing when I look in that direction.
Interesting. I know I saw it.
Blixel's gonna cast Cure Wounds on himself.
That's why I kind of was thinking that I didn't want to force mine on yours. Until
Yeah, I mean I have my bloodline one, so I'll use that just on myself right now.
we find this child rat folk, we'll be in good standing in this city. These guys must know a lot. We can do this.
Well, I think I heard something to the northeast over there. Let's go check that out. Be on your guard, everyone. And remember, if these things get a hold of you, well, they can suck out your freaking mind. So stay in twos. No one have no. Just always have a buddy. Somebody gets grabbed, yank them out. Capiche?
And look at the ceiling.
And look at the ceiling. Yes.
So you want to go straight north here? Is that what you want?
Northeast-ish.
Northeast. Okay. Let's take the long way around. I don't want to follow the
You
ship
already
man.
walked the other way.
I briskly walk, trying not to slip. Trying to catch up to the team.
Tavard, watch out for those booby traps. I think we're good though, right?
And they said just don't fall in the water because there's a drain that will suck you down and drown you, and that sounds like a really terrible way to die.
As you come by the floating lion, Saline, it just kind of lowers his head to try to give you a little headbutt.
Hey, Adam, that one straight to my west over there, is it discolored? Is that just moss or something, or is there anything specific about it?
It does look discolored. It looks like the ground here has suffered some damage, as though maybe it's been hit with some kind of an impact. And you notice this like green moss and algae seems to be growing out of the cracks.
Tap the floor. I look up at the ceiling.
Yeah, I'll pull out my buck and a quarterstaff and just kind of tap on it firmly, see if it, causes any issues.
Some of the tile pieces are loose. Like when you smack it, they kind of shift a bit, and it looks like you could move some of them out of the way. Almost think of this as like a broken puzzle. Serena, you look at the ceiling. It's about 15 feet overhead. You can see there is like cobwebs. There is a little bit of moisture kind of dripping down every now and again, running along the walls and so forth, but nothing that looks particularly dangerous.
I'm going to jump over this one here, Adam.
Okay.
I'm going to point out that the tiles are loose there to other folks so they know.
Serena doesn't trust him, and she taps it with the cabbage harvester.
with good reason.
Serena, as you tap this part, Havard, you notice on the bridge to your north, you see a rat drops from the air, essentially. So think of this as a rat coming from this direction and then landing like with a thud, like a squiggly thud onto the bridge. As it does, you see it squirming really badly. You almost get the impression of it like having some kind of a seizure or something like that. And you notice its body beginning to change. And with that, I'm going to put us into initiative order.
Oh shit.
It's going through rat puberty.
Nice. Good initiative, finally.
All right, so as you're tapping this on the ground here, Serena, you are the first to react. What would you like to do?
So, I'm not seeing anything. So, am I hearing like the thud?
I
or
don't
something?
know. Tavern, are you shouting or anything?
What the hell is that rat transforming in front of me? Hey, Adam, is it actually in front of me, though? I don't see any tokens or anything.
You do not. No, it is because it's just a rat, so it doesn't look like it poses any danger. But yes, it is right here on the bridge, and it is just squirming and so forth.
Serena's like, this mold creates more rats, and taps it again.
All right, you tap the ground. You can see the tiles again are a little bit loose, and you could easily again shift them away and that sort of thing. But other than that, no issue.
Then she's gonna hop over it. She wants to see the. What are you talking about? I don't see anything.
Theater of the mind there.
Oh, it's theater than mine.
If you look past Tavern onto the bridge, you do indeed see a rat on the first 5 feet of the bridge.
Well, let's go see what's wrong with it. Hey, little buddy, you okay?
And when you say rat, you mean in like an actual rat, not a rat folk?
Correct.
Okay.
All right, as you get up to here, Serena, you can detect, based on the movement, presences very close by to you. I'm going to reveal some tokens. All right, so you basically notice some movement from the wall just to your northeast.
Can't see it. Can I peer around the corner so I can see what it is?
Do you have any movement left?
Oh, I forgot to count.
I think you've moved 30 so far.
But I can see it. Okay, what am I seeing? Because I can see like a sliver.
You can. So, yep, you see, think of this almost like seeing like an arm hanging off of the wall. Like you just notice movement and this like kind of arm-like body part that kind of moves from the wall. That's what you're spotting at the moment.
I'm gonna say that Serena gets a bad feeling all of a sudden. Like, what is the rat? The rat's having like a seizure, you said.
It is, and as you're looking at it up close now, you notice that its fur is kind of splitting. You can see its flesh getting bulbousy as it almost looks like something is growing out of it.
It failed its intelligence check.
I say, "Oh, little buddy, you don't look so good. I'm gonna help you out."
Yeah.
And I swing at it.
All right, you slash down upon the rat. Go ahead and make an attack.
It's gonna be the most overkill of all time.
It's going to be hilarious if she misses, though. Okay, that will indeed hit. Go ahead and post damage. Okay, so you slash down with your glaive, and yeah, you basically cut the rat in half, and you can notice its body kind of still squirming. You see as part of it goes to the left of the bridge, part of it goes to the right. As it's kind of going down, you see the pulsating, like this thing from inside of its body. It kind of pulsates twice and then seems to stop.
If it's still up there and I still have an action, I mean a movement, I'm gonna use the cabbage harvester to like knock it into the water, and I say, "Sorry, little buddy, I put you out of your misery."
All right, yeah, you kind of scoop up the half rat from one side over the edge. Sure, yeah.
And I say, "Show yourself." And I'm sure that's more than enough on my turn.
All right, and I'm just going to put you in the square proper. All right, yeah, if that's the end of your turn, go ahead and hit end your turn button. Okay, Vin, you are up next.
Okay, Vin is going to move and then jump over that same tile everyone else is. And 15. Remind me, Adam, to jump from one side to the other. Is that what do I need to have a strength of? 10?
One side to the other. Can you let me know what side you mean? Are you talking retreating, like to back where you guys came from? So that is a wall there. So if you want to jump and try to scale the wall, that'd be pretty difficult.
I see. So the only path is on this side. There's not one on that side too.
Not real close to you. You can see that there is a path to your northwest. There's flat ground of the sewer up here.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. I didn't know if there was another ledge on the other side. So I've still got my short bow. So I think seeing everybody else come around the corner, I know we don't want to get too clogged here. So he's just gonna pull up right here, and he's gonna, let's just say, take a dodge action for now, Adam.
Okay. All right, Serena, you're going to notice that arm-like appendage squelches as it crawls along the wall.
Oh man, this is gross. Let's get out of here.
As it does, you recognize the same creature you just fought recently as it tries to reach out with its flesh tendril and smack you. I'll need a defense roll, please. You manage to duck underneath as it swings over your head and smashes into the wall. All right, more movement behind it. As you can see, another one of these creatures moves along and is sticking very easily, almost as though its body is kind of like adhesive to the ground as it moves to here. And it is also going to attempt to attack you. This time, the flesh tendril gets through your defenses and strikes you, dealing 11 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled. All right, as we move to Dean's turn.
Ouch. I like Adam's like, I'm about to hurt you guys.
Dean, why don't you go ahead and play your card, please?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that'd be
man.
fun.
Alrighty, this is the What Are the Chances card. Each group member suffers disadvantage on their next attack roll within 1 minute.
Well played.
Alright, it is your turn, Dean.
All right. Let's see. Checking range. Do these have legs now that we fought them? They're kind of sticking to walls and stuff, right?
They do not have legs, no.
Okay. It's like I got blob vibes going with this thing. Dude, I am out of range for stuff. Okay. Yeah, I mean we can't. This is a fatal funnel if I've ever seen one, boys. He's gonna say that. I'm gonna ready my snap my fingers, and I'm gonna have a flame burning on my fingertip at him, and I'm gonna produce flame attack with it if it gets within 30 feet, which it's not.
So you're ready in an action to cast Produce Flame if it gets in reach.
Right. I think can I cast it and throw it, or no, I can't.
You can, you just don't cast it yet. So because you're
Right.
readying, you're like holding off.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm ready. Okay, and then I'm gonna send my Wildfire Spirit, so that's the end of my turn. I'll hit end turn, so things work.
All
Yeah,
right,
what?
before Tavard's turn.
Well, we gotta move my lion.
Oh, right. Let me remove him from initiative. He acts just after you. That's right.
Yeah, okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, 20. 50, okay.
All right, now
Good.
here's a big question, because we hadn't really thought about this, because nobody really had a summon or a companion originally. Do we want cards to apply to minions? I'll let you guys decide. Obviously, this one's bad right now, but there are also a lot of good cards. So what do you guys think?
My thoughts, no.
Of course it is.
I'm
Oh,
okay
no,
with
a
that.
minion.
I think it's be too complicated, because if it's not there at the beginning of the game, let's just keep our main character. That's what I vote for.
Yeah, I think simplicity. Although I do think there's more good cards than bad cards, but that's fine.
Sure, I could go either way, but if you guys don't want it, it's fine.
Yeah, it doesn't matter much to me either.
Why don't we make that decision based on the card? That may be our. Oh.
Well, as the person who has the summons right now and who indicated no, then I'll go with no, because that's the one that's going to affect the most. So
Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, even though it's connected to my soul, is what D&D says. All right, so this flaming lion that's connected to my soul is now going to take 60 feet. Yeah, he's going to stay there though. 60 feet. He's going to try to hit the flame seat. And why does he have a red dot?
he is currently the one grappling Serena.
Well, then that's the one. I'm going to try to hit it. So let's see.
Yes, you fire off this flame seed, and it does indeed strike into the creature, sizzling its very strange-looking skin.
And then I will end my turn.
All right. After that turn, but before Tavard's turn, there is some additional movement underneath the bridge.
A troll.
As this creature kind of squelches its way along the side of the sewer wall here, popping up in this location, and then it is going to attack you, Tavar.
No more squelches.
Yes, you do indeed manage to evade it as it clings to the side there. There is more movement from that area as a second one also moving along the wall is going to instead stop here and attack you, Serena.
I said no more.
Oof, Serena, you are struck once again for 11 more bludgeoning, and you are now double grappled. Okay, Tavar, your turn.
Yeah, shoot. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use a key point for obvious reasons.
Hey, I'm sorry to interrupt, but are those two creatures initiative 5 and 7, right?
No. So there was the way the initiative rolled, there was multiple creatures. So I think I revealed the two early, but I'll swap the other two out.
All right, Adam. So that's gonna go ahead and give me advantage. So that's gonna even that out.
Okay, so you're using patient defense.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna go ahead and ward time on this guy. Obviously, the one right next to me.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and make your attack. Yes, that will indeed connect. Okay, your Warhammer smashes down on the creature, injuring it.
Ouch. I am actually going to. Part of me wants to move, but well, I'm going to go ahead and stay where I'm at.
All right, Blixel, your turn.
Okay.
There are more of those purple things just to the north, by Vin, in front of Vin.
These like little side areas, like that's not a full tile. Is that passable or is that the water, basically?
Can you point at which one you're referring to? I'm not sure what you mean by side tiles. Oh, so just to your northwest? Right, you would not be able to stand there. If you were to walk northwest, you'd be like clinging onto the side. So unless you have spider climb or some ability that allows you to do that, step there, you basically would go right into the water.
Okay. And is Vin engaged in combat, or is he passable?
Looking towards him, he doesn't look to be engaged.
Look to be like I'm trying to dodge something. Doing those shoulder weaves.
Yeah, I can't really even get there from there anyway, so I'm gonna actually go backwards. Here, and I can actually see what's going on. Okay, I'm gonna do a fairy fire. That's smart AoE, right?
Yes, that one is on Smart AoE.
And I'm using my racial ability to cast it.
Okay.
I'm forgetting how to get it to show up for my.
So select your token, and then it looks like it's on top of you right now. There's the targeting icon. You should be able to just move that targeting icon.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I might have done it more than once then in that case. Oops, but All right.
Got like 12 bullseyes stacked up.
And just before you click this, just to make sure the initiative is not messed up, I'm going to move out the 2 guys I accidentally moved and put the 2 correct ones in their spot.
Okay.
All right, you're all good?
Okay, I'm gonna do it here. Sorry, Serena. Because this guy right here, he's like not in a square for me. That's this guy.
He is clinging to the side, correct.
Okay. So if this was here, would that get him?
Yes, and if for some reason Smart AoE doesn't, then we'll have you just throw a spell effect roll.
Okay, I'm gonna do it right here then.
Now, the only thing, let's do a quick double check. Can you actually see that square?
I can see like a third of it.
Okay, yeah, good. Yeah, good enough.
Okay. All right, here we go.
All right, 2 of them succeeded, 1 of them failed.
Dang, they both got criticals. That's crazy. Okay. And then as a bonus action, I just need to check the range on Bardic Inspiration here. Oh, 60 feet. Okay, so I'm going to Bardically inspire Serena. And I'll say, "Get out of those weird tentacles, girl! You don't want to be there!"
So inspiring.
Spoken like a silver spoon bard that he is.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I don't have Bardic Inspiration left from our last fight.
See,
So
it
you
really,
don't get
really wasn't inspiring.
that. Yeah, I'm sorry. I have 2 Bardic Inspirations on my little thing, and the one that I have is not there. So I guess I don't really have a bonus action then. That's going to be my turn.
Serena rolls her eyes and says, God, this guy would be more inspiring.
For real.
All right, so unfortunately, it looks like Saline is still having technical issues. I see you typing, Saline. Are you able to speak on mobile? I'm going to take that as a no. All right, so let's do a quick double check. Do you want to type in just what you want to do? You probably can't even see anything, so I don't know if you remember what you saw before everything lost power, but... All right, I'm guessing no. All right, let me open Saline's sheet and let us see what we come up with.
Well, judging by Saline's past fights, we've got magic missile. I think there's a healing word in there. She's got
Who's
tongues
this
up now.
typing?
Oh, she is typing.
I mean, he.
I shoot what I can see.
Shoot with what? I'm assuming cantrip, probably firebolt. Okay, and all right, so your vision's a little bit iffy, but we will say Saline's gonna shoot a firebolt at the fairy fired one, as that will give her the best chance of hitting. So let's see what happens.
It'll just be flat, right?
Yes, on the first shot, correct. Yes, that will indeed connect. As she scorches this one, burning it for some minor damage. Alright, no red dot on her. She's no longer affected by that. Knowing her, she'd probably want to move back a little bit. Still able to see everybody, but a little bit further away from danger. Alright, and then after Saline's turn, but before the top of the round, no big surprise, we've got 2 other creatures that are moving along the wall here. Okay, Tavard, you notice one squelches its way up to the surface here, passing by its ally there. It gets up to here and is going to attempt to strike you. Defense roll at advantage due to patient defense. Nice. Go ahead and roll a fumble for the creature.
Just count as a melee weapon.
Yes. Okay, so unfortunately this creature is immune to the prone condition. So yeah, you notice
Do I
it
get to
basically
pick
kind of
another one, like instant death. I don't know.
it wobbles a bit, but yeah, unfortunately no other major effect. Okay, the other one. Okay, the other one is going to move along as well. Getting to here. As it does so, you notice tendrils reach off from it, going to the 3 others close by it. Serena.
For the love of God. For the love of Halen. I'm sick of these disgusting things. And she gets worked up enough to go translucent. Lucent. And she's going to attempt to fight the grapple. To
Okay.
extricate herself.
You get advantage if you want to use your action to break free of the grapple. Now, you are grappled by 2 different people, so breaking free of one grapple won't free you from the other grapple. Keep that in mind.
Have you raged yet?
No, but I thought that I could ungrapple both of them.
Unfortunately, not with one action, no.
But I'm getting all slippery and... okay. In that case, we will rage first and then, try to get out of the grapple. Alright. Oh, I did that wrong. Hold on. There we go.
What was wrong with the first one?
It was just posting it.
Ah, okay. All right, so we will take the bottom one then. So whenever a creature hits you with an attack before your rage ends, the creature takes 1d6 force. Okay, got it. All right, you are now raging.
And do I just roll a blind check to get out of the grapple, or?
So just confirming, so you didn't use Ghostly Flesh, right? Because that was a bonus action, so you decided to rage instead. Oh, I'm sorry. Ghostly Flesh is actually an action. My bad. So you could use Ghostly Flesh and Rage, but remember, Rage ends at the end of your turn if you don't take damage or attack.
I mean, I don't have any other... Yeah, I mean, I shouldn't do that because I already used my action, so...
All right, so just confirming, you want to stick with Ghostly Flesh?
Yeah, because I think it's going to get me out of here faster than raging and trying to fight everybody.
Okay, so you use Ghostly Flesh. That's your action, so you won't be able to try to break free right now. But because Ghostly Flesh gives you resistance to all those things, you may not want to rage right now because it's not really going to do a whole lot for you. Now, the Wild Surge effect is nice if they start hitting you, but with the amount of HP you have left, up to you whether you want to rage also.
Well, but didn't you say that the rules are like...
So the way, if you rage right now, the way it's worded is it says, It lasts for 1 minute, ends early if you're knocked unconscious or if your turn ends and you haven't attacked hostile creatures since your last turn or taken damage since then. Since your last turn. So these guys definitely hit you since your last turn. So if you rage right now, it will persist until your next turn.
Okay, then yeah, I'll definitely keep it.
Okay, so you've ghostly flashed and you've raged, and now you have the effect where if they hit you, you're doing some damage back to them.
Perfect.
Does the resistance stack from ghostly to rage?
No, resistance never stacks.
Gotcha.
Okay, Vin, your turn.
Alright, now I know looking at this map I just see a bunch of tokens in front of me, but Tavard, how tall are you?
I'm a very tall 4.5-foot guy. Yeah.
Okay, so at 6'2", I'm tall enough to
Close
shoot
to
my
5. You know.
short bow over. I could shoot my short bow over his head, right at him.
I mean, the opponent still gets cover, but yes, you can.
Yeah, and like not if I'm like, what if I'm shooting at like these guys instead, like further away? Would they still get cover?
So basically what you do is you draw an arrow from your token to who you're trying to shoot. If the arrow goes through part of Tavard's square, then they get cover. Like here, you might be able to make an argument no, because it barely is in the square, but basically anything else is going to be going through Tavard's square.
Gotcha. Okay, I see what you're saying now. Thank you. All right. So right now I have just a torch and an empty hand. Do I want to draw short bow or do I want to stabby stab?
I thought last time you said you had your short bow in hand.
That was before we went back and met up with everybody, but I would have sheathed it and I would have just been walking with my torch at that point. Let me check my bio. What's it say?
Yep, yeah.
Yeah. Adventuring indoors, short sword. Hands, walking, traveling, empty, outdoors, short bow. Dagger in boot. So while we were walking, I would have just had my torch. Right? Is that fine for you, or do you want me to have my short bow? Either way is cool.
So it says adventuring indoors. I would assume this is indoors, right? So I would assume you would have your short sword.
Okay, alright. So, short sword. Alright, I don't use this much, but okay. I will, let's, yeah, let's, I'm going to press against the wall in between Tavard and, like, interpose into the space, and I'm gonna stab out at, the creature directly in front of him that just attacked, not the one on the side.
Okay, so you squeeze into Tavard's space, and you attack the one to the north.
Yep, I kind of like make myself go sideways and do like a fencing stab towards it. I have disadvantage. This is my red dot.
Yes, that will hit.
Still get, no, I won't get, I don't get sneak attack when it's disadvantage, right?
Correct. Okay, your blade pierces into the creature, and you can see a trickle of this purplish-like blood starts dripping out from it.
Alright, so I'm going to cunning action, disengage, and wrap myself back around the corner. And I'm going to shout to Serena, hey, make your way this way. Let's pull them back. We'll have more room to fight them here.
They got me.
Okay, we are at the next two's turn, so this one's going to take into this square, attack you on the flank. Serena, defense roll, please. Yes, you do indeed manage to evade that strike. Okay, this one here, who is currently grappling you, you feel this sort of surge go through the tentacle that is wrapped about you. I'll need you to give me an intelligence saving throw. Okay, Serena, roll me a 1d8, please.
What's a pretty good save?
You will take 4 points of psychic damage from succeeding on this saving throw. Ian, your turn.
The end is near.
I got you. Hang in there, Serena. I'm gonna take a step back at him. I'm going to. Well, before I do that, I might as well do this. I'm gonna produce flame cantrip on this guy with the pink dot.
Okay. And did you add your red dot? You haven't attacked yet, right?
I have not attacked. Yeah, correct. My wild spirit did.
Okay, so you would be at disadvantage, and then advantage because of fairy fire, and yes, that will hit. Okay, that creature is scorched.
I'm sorry, I didn't hit my button. Move back there, make room. Bonus action is nothing. In my turn, wild spirit moves there 25, and we'll do the rescue friends move. So you see the lion flying, just kind of in full gait, roaring as it gets next to you, and does like a little butt pump, and then roars again, and fire goes everywhere, and you'll be teleported.
I guess.
Nice.
Okay, so throw me. This is within 5 feet. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So throw me 4 spell effect rolls. Okay, and then each creature choice within 5 feet can move up to 15 feet. Oof. Let me know where you're trying to put her.
Right, 5, 10, 15. So I can put her there.
That would be 20 feet.
I'm gonna put her on the ground next to Tavard's feet then. I'm getting her out of there, Adam.
All right, so Serena, basically, are you accepting the
Just throw me in the water, lion. Yeah, I accept it.
All right,
Whoa.
so you appear here, but because you're kind of like bumping into Tavard, as soon as you appear, you fall prone. And yeah, so you are no longer grappled, but you are now prone.
You're out of the intelligence saving throws for now. And then hopefully the lion will take a bunch of attacks and die, connected to my soul. So did they take their damage there?
Oh, yeah, sorry, let me double check. That's what I was rolling on. Okay, so yes, you affected all of them.
All right. So what is the fire damage is there? I think.
It is indeed applying now.
Okay, then that'll be my turn.
All right, so in that fiery exchange, you see several of the creatures wounded. Okay, this one, you see its tendrils go out towards the 3 next to it. Same with this one. The tendrils go out to the 3 next to it. Tavard, your turn.
All right, Adam. So, got a question for you. Could I interact with object being the girly girl at my feet and just pick her up?
No, but you can use an action to grapple her.
Yeah, that. I'm getting the hell out of here. Ah, shoot. All right, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and use my action to grapple. I'm going to use my last key point for patient defense. And I'm going to drag her as far as I can out of here. I have 40 movement, so I'm going to go ahead and move 20 with her.
No.
All right.
Do you get?
No.
Do you have the step to the wind? You could disengage.
I like how you said step to the wind. You step of the wind. Yeah.
Yeah, let me take a look at that. I'm not used to using that one.
It's basically like the rogue's cunning action disengage. So you use it at one point a key, and you don't take opportunity attacks.
Yeah. Thank you. Good. I'll just go ahead and use that. Thank you. Yeah, it's not the one I usually flurry of blows or this one, right? So great point. Thank you.
Yeah, it's sort of whether you want to risk it and they'd have disadvantage, right? Or just not.
For what I'm trying to
take it.
do, this is the right move to make. So thank you. Yeah.
Sorry, I don't want to backseat or anything like that. I know
No
that.
worries. Sometimes it's good to
Sweet
remind
move.
people their options.
Especially on I don't usually use that one. So I appreciate it. Trust me.
Okay.
And your wife may too. Who knows, right?
Yeah, I'm looking out for myself. Honestly, let's keep her alive.
I've been there.
All right. So now remember, when you grapple someone, you move at half speed. So this would be 10, 20 to here. So you're trying to go like this to 40 feet to there?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're disengaging. This is forced movement for her. So, all right. So do you want to put her here, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Okay. So you drag her back and kind of just huck her a bit to get her to that spot as you get to where you are.
Yep.
Whoa, you're strong.
I want to get the heck out of there.
All right, Blixel, your turn.
Okay. I really wish I had a nice AoE right now, but
If only you had a spellcaster in your party that had an AoE.
Who is on Discord?
Does it look like when they're latching together that they're going to Voltron and form into some sort of bigger creature?
You definitely get that impression, yes.
They're merging! They're merging! He yells out. But I can't really do a lot of damage to a bunch of them, so I am just going to take a longbow. Can I sheath my sword and draw my longbow to shoot, or is that too much? I could drop my sword.
Yes, you could drop your sword and then interact with object to pull your bow from your back. Now, I will tell you, because this is a swamp, or not a swamp, this is a sewer, and the ground here is pretty slick, as I mentioned. When you're not in combat, it's not a big deal. But because of like the sliminess, when you drop your sword, there's always the possibility it goes in the water.
Okay. You know what? Screw that then. I'm just going to make sure I have two swords in my hand. I'm going to jump over to there.
Okay. Now, again, if you do a standing jump, that would require 5, 10, 15 feet of distance. Standing jump, that's going to require a whole lot of strength. What is your strength?
My strength is 13.
Okay, let me double check the rules. I don't think that's going to work for you, though.
Okay.
So long jump. All right, you can make cover feat of strength score if you move at least. So you're doing basically a standing jump. Yeah, so you can only jump 6.5 feet if you don't take the run up. If you do take the run up, you can jump 13 feet, which unfortunately still wouldn't get you there.
All right. So starting here, there's no real way to run up with my movement to get into melee with them, I don't think.
Unless you have a special ability of some kind, I'm not seeing it.
I do not. Okay. So in that case, I will do what I was going to do before. Actually, you know what? I don't want to drop my stuff in the muck. I'm just going to do Vicious Mockery.
Okay, and which one would you like to target with that?
Let's do the front right one.
Okay.
Spell effect roll.
Okay, as you cast this spell, you notice a strange effect. It's almost as though your psychic damage has replenished the creature.
Oh, God. They get off on it, guys. They get off on the negging. We can't do it. Don't try to insult their psyches.
They get off on the necking.
Fall back. Everybody fall back. All right.
You're the only one who does that, Blixel.
Oh. Get away from them! They're gonna Voltron!
Oh my god.
All right, Saline, I think probably would try to cast Shatter at this point.
Please.
I think she would. I think
They're
she
all
would
lined up.
vehemently agree with you, Adam.
Go from the highest spell slots and just work your way down.
Well, see, this is fun. I never get to use this because I'm always just letting you guys bomb the enemies. Let's see what happens.
That would be a time for one of them patented super mega rolls you like to wham out. That's good.
4 succeeded on their saves. 2 failed. Moderate damage. So yes, as this shatter booms out, injuring all of them, some of them more than others, Saline will then move back to here.
I have a question. Does the disadvantage part of the vicious mockery still affect it, or no? They liked it too much.
Yeah, I'll give you the disadvantage.
Okay.
I had to just double check their stat block and make sure it didn't say anything about it, but yeah, we'll go and do that. Okay, so let's make sure we remove one of those spells from Saline. Okay, so that's 1 second level slot used. Okay, so we move to this one now, using the final action to form Voltron, as Blixel's been saying. All right, so as these 4 creatures connect together, you see a large version, and you can see that it is partially wounded. Give me one moment as I tally up. Okay, so as it appears, you can see that it is wounded, but it is there and not looking particularly happy. Okay, we move to this one's turn, and that was one of the ones that made the combo. So it is now Serena's turn. I'm going to add this guy as a new entity in initiative.
Serena's gonna stand up.
Okay, stand up from prone using half your movement.
Can't see him. Dang it. Where is he? Let me at him.
Just protect yourself. You're almost dead.
Not much use in a barbarian that can't reach anything.
Or one with 2 HP.
Well, she shouts, "Are we running away?"
Yes, and that's coming from the dwarf.
Okay, dash.
All right, as you dash around this slippery surface in combat, please give me an acrobatics check, Serena. You can make this publicly. Yes, you have no problem keeping to your feet as you make your way around.
As you pass, I'm like, how do people live down here?
Let's go.
Hey, Vin.
Just counting. Give me a second. All right. Vin is gonna drop his short sword. Oh,
Vin,
never
roll
mind.
me a 1d8 as you
Hang
drop
on.
your short
No,
sword.
I said never mind. Because I just realized I'm holding 2 things. I was gonna drop and then pull my short bow, but I can't do that. I don't like running from anything, ever. I'm gonna move to here, and then I'll cunning action dash to make it to here, where
As
everybody's
you
at.
dash, Vin, in this slippery environment, give me an acrobatics check, please. You also have no problem keeping your footing.
Perfect. Alright, I'll get to there. Now seeing how big this thing is, I'm glad I fucking ran.
Adam, does the big creature look like it has fairy fire on it?
It does.
Hey, there we go. We got this, guys.
Shoot it!
Just don't neg it.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you had ended your turn there, Ben. All right, moving up to
Oh.
the top one.
Well, let's say, Adam, can I say actually, because I might need it for my next turn, since I have the interact with object, I'm going to drop my short sword and I'll roll you that 1d8.
Okay. Okay, yeah, it stays at your feet, kind of rattles up against the wall to your southeast.
Cool.
Okay, this one is going to move up and attack the fiery lion. The fiery lion manages to evade that strike, as the other small one also moving along the ridge here, and will also attack the fiery lion now on a flank. This time it does indeed strike it. Deal 15 bludgeoning damage, and I think that's going to do it for our fiery lion.
It does. A little bit of my soul kind of burns.
It poofs away as we move to Dian.
Alright. That's
Look.
unfortunate because I had a pretty good turn lined up. Look at all those guys.
Dean, is that thing connected to your soul?
And his eyes flare a little more amber in color as he says some magical words, and he's going to cast a spell. And I don't know if it's going to work. I'll just let Adam say yay or nay, and then I'll just retcon it or something.
Try, yeah.
I don't know if it's a ground.
Yeah, I'll give you ground, so anywhere that's not the water, but yeah, they're all connected to this, so sure, yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, I'm going to pop it right where they're at. I don't know if there's an AoE for it, but 20-foot square.
Oh, there actually is. I was double checking that. So yeah, if you want to go ahead and do the smart AoE, feel free.
I'll put it in the bar. How about that?
If you wish, sure.
So how do I do it again?
So make sure your token is selected, and then if you've got it in bar, you should be able to just click the button down below. And then it pops up the targeting icon, and you move that to where you wish.
All right, so I'm selected, cast Entangle on my bar, hitting it.
Yep, there's the targeting icon on you. You should be able to move that now.
How do I don't see it.
I'm assuming you see it now?
Yeah, I moved it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it there because I get them all. Yep.
Okay.
And then trigger roll. I need to put all this fancy magic stuff in my
As
thing,
long as you
right?
have the targeting icon selected, the trigger all will always be at the top. None of them are grappled, unfortunately.
It says DC 0, Adam.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do we have your... It should be reading your... Oh, okay. It looks like maybe we had a couple of those guys. Let me get that out of the way.
I was just powering the button.
Yeah, I was sitting here looking at the roll and I was like, that?
I'm
Yeah.
not sure. So I'm not sure why that happened, to be honest, but what is your DC?
15.
Okay, so we will assume the small one and the bigger one are grappled as the vines begin to circle around them. I will say, as this occurs, you notice that the flesh of these creatures is like very much amorphous, and you see as it like is getting constricted, the flesh is just sliding in between the vines.
Yeah, you see these things grow up as I kind of raise my hand, and these things are growing up, and then I'm going to skew. All right, guys, fire away.
So which one succeeded?
Oh, so did you remove that one, Brian?
I tried to.
Oh, okay. Let's hang on one sec. Let's keep that on because that is actually a area of effect. So just one moment.
It's gonna stay and be difficult terrain.
Well, yeah, but I didn't realize it.
I think it was like that you did it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so we'll leave that there, and it's the big one that is currently grappled, and then it is this one here that is grappled.
Okay. Sweet.
Okay, Tavard, your turn.
Actually, it's restrained, I think. Right?
So basically what I'm going to say is you see the vines wrapping around these creatures.
Oh,
Let's put it at that.
I see what. Okay, it's restrained in the spell thing, but they have an ability to not be restrained. Copy.
They're blobs.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, Adam. Question for you. I have a good line of sight, but does the larger one get any protection from the smaller one?
If you're throwing or shooting something, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then I'll do what I can do. I'm going to go ahead and use my Scorching Ray. I'm going to shoot one at the one that's very wounded and two at the other.
Two at the other being the big one?
No, two at the other at this one.
The small one. Okay. So
Yeah.
Yep, go ahead and make your Scorching Ray first at the wounded one.
Is that with advantage? Do they have...
They do not.
Okay.
That will miss.
All right, I'll use a second one at that one.
Okay.
Or just go ahead and...
Yeah, I don't think you can change, like you're declaring where you're casting. You can't wait to see since they all come out at once, right? You
Sure,
can't like
fair
change it
enough,
up. Yeah. Okay, that second one will hit.
All right, and it's not... It says out of ammo, so I'll just figure
Yeah, no
something
worries. You
out.
could click it again. Yeah, it's doing one for each click, even though you get 3. Okay, so that ray will indeed scorch this one. That one will also hit. Scorching it again.
All right, I'm gonna look at my companions and I'm gonna go. Yeah, I have fiery hands myself. Huh. All right, that'll end my turn.
Okay, Blixel's turn.
Okay. Does it seem... Can I tell that they're not actually getting stopped by these vines?
So what I would say is that you notice the vines tightening around them, and their flesh just seems to be wiggling as the vines are trying to constrict them.
Damn, these things even like vines. All right. Look, so... Wham. You know what? Screw it. Blixel has 2 of his swords out. He's gonna run. Am I allowed to jump across here? From here? If I run from where I was? Or is that still too far?
It's too far. Because based on your strength score, you can jump 13 feet. If you get a running jump, you would leap here, and you'd be trying to cover 15 feet of a distance.
I think you should try it though. I mean, this is like, go ahead, go for it, man. Just.
All right. If I still can't, yeah. I mean, honestly, Blixel probably would try, but I'm gonna drop my swords.
Okay, roll me 2d8, please. Okay, your second sword, so your offhand one, as you drop it into this kind of like slime of the sewer's floor here, it does indeed slide into the water here. Your first one is just below you.
Okay. And draw the longbow, and I'll take a shot at the front small one.
All right, you line up a shot shooting past Vin towards this creature. Go ahead and make your attack.
And I have disadvantage because it's my first attack roll.
Okay. Oof, that's going to be a fumble.
Don't shoot
Okay.
back of the head, man. I think this is the first time I've seen you use the longbow too. Like the first time you draw it.
Okay, you are so shocked of your miss here that you are in a panic. Your turn ends immediately, and you are considered surprised until the end of your next turn. So end your turn, and you are surprised. Yeah, okay, this is not the one that changes your initiative, but yeah, so you're surprised till the end of your next turn. So basically, that means you're losing your next turn. Okay.
My mother gave me that sword.
Yeah, maybe you're looking in the sewer water and just shocked, you know. Okay, so what you're going to notice is this big one. It starts moving, and because of an ability it has, it can move through any space that is 1 inch wide. So essentially, this allows it to move through the vines and so forth. The difficult terrain will still apply, so it's going to move to here. Okay, yep, that it's going to move to there. And then it is going to... Okay, it is going to attack. Vin, give me a defense roll, please. As you notice the creature... Oh, it actually gets 2 attacks. Vin and Serena. Uh-oh. Both of you, I need defense rolls, please.
Remind me, can I use a hero point on this?
You can.
Can I use... Perfect. I'm gonna throw that down then.
All right, Serena, you'd like to take a... Which one is that?
Oof, inspiration.
Oh, is it because it entered my reach, but it's not?
Are you trying to use the Polearm Master one? When it enters your reach, you
Well,
get an attack against it?
I that since it was attacking Ben and I could reach it, that I could attack it, but it needs to be within 5 feet, right? Reach doesn't matter at that point.
Correct. But again, you do have Polearm Mastery, and it did get within reach of your polearm, so if you want to use that reaction to attack it, you can.
Yeah, let's do it. Do I attack first or defense roll
Technically, you would attack first, yep.
And that's... Oh, is it the
It's very fired.
Cancel? Sweet. Or not.
So with a 15, you will indeed hit.
Oh, good.
Now, right, you're no longer raging. Okay, yep, so you slash out, you connect, wounding the creature. Okay, and now Vin, you said you're using inspiration. You rolled a critical fail there on the defense roll. So, all right, so that gives you a 6 plus your hero point of 4 plus...
AC
You're adding
15.
5, so that's a total of 9. So yes, you're definitely struck. Okay, so as this one hits you, you take 14 bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled.
Wait, can you do the math again? Because I thought you said 6 plus 4 plus 5. That would be 15, wouldn't it?
Yes, I'm sorry, what did I say?
9.
So yes, 15, but 15 is still hit.
Okay, alright. That at least makes me feel better. Because I know the math.
Yes, absolutely. Yep, my bad. All right, so that one strikes. 22, it is not able to hit Serena. Okay, and then as a bonus action, you're going to notice it absorbs the one behind it, and it seems to be a bit healthier. Okay, then we move to Celine's turn, and I think she recognizes this is a pretty desperate situation, so I think she's going to cast Shatter again. Okay, so this one strikes them. The little one is going to pass, taking 5 points of damage, and that's enough to destroy it. So that one is dead. The bigger one is wounded, but still standing. Now this one does knock them back 10 feet on a failed. So yeah, he'll get knocked back.
Does
Oh
that
no,
break
no,
his
that's not.
grapple on me?
I don't think this is the one that knocks you back, is it?
I think
No,
Shatter
that's
is just an
Thunderwave.
explosion.
I was thinking Thunderwave. Yep. Okay, my bad. All right, so that is Saleen's turn. I think she'll move a bit more, say to there. And we move to the top of the round with Serena.
It's got me.
Run away! Oh, I can take off my little red dot. Okay. Can I ungrapple somebody?
You can
Can
use
I
your action to try to break somebody free. Yes.
do a grapple check? Yeah, let's give that a go.
Sure. Yeah. So you use your arm to basically grab onto the tentacle and try to break it free from Vin. Go ahead and give me an athletics check, please.
Oh my god. Can I
Unfortunately,
use
no.
inspiration for that?
You sure can. Yeah, if you've got inspiration, go ahead and click your inspiration button to burn it. Okay, so that's a 10 plus your 5 of 15, but unfortunately still not enough. This grasp is strong.
You're on your own, buddy. I'd like to move through his territory.
Okay, he is currently engaged, so that would be difficult terrain, so count it as 10 feet. Okay, as you step away from this creature with reach, Serena, it is going to attack you as an opportunity attack. I'll need a defense roll as you exit Vin's space.
I thought he was busy with him.
He's got 2 tentacles, unfortunately. Just missing you, Serena.
And was Blixel difficult terrain?
No, he is not.
I say, you fight him, Vin. Oh, also, I can see some people's health bars, but not other people's. Like, I
Whose
can't
can you
see
not see?
Vin or Blixel. Both of them.
Well, that's weird, because I show both of them on the recording screen. How about now? Did that help?
Now I can see Vin's, but not Blixel. Should I try refreshing?
Yeah, maybe try refreshing.
Now I can see that I shouldn't have left Vin.
I couldn't see Vin's until you just made that change, Adam. Just to let you know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if that ever happens, let me know, guys. I can certainly fix it. Unfortunately, sometimes on the page, those settings kind of get wonky for whatever reason.
Yeah, I thought it was just because of closed tokens or something. I wasn't sure. Or he had
Serena's like-
0, right? You know, so who knows?
Serena's like, good thing you got that orb.
Yeah.
And
Then when he gets absorbed, then now the creature has the orb.
Yeah, does it work if I don't die, if I just get absorbed? Oh no.
Okay, so Jordan wants to play his card. Unfortunately, without him being logged in, I can't draw his card, but he promises me he has the charge card, which gives everybody advantage on their next attack within 1 minute, I believe it is. So feel free to add a purple dot on you, and if you use an attack, you get advantage.
But he may not know that we already have this guy already has fairy fire.
Yeah, Fairy Fire could go away though if I get hit.
I think you play all the cards and you go big spell slots down. Yeah. I don't think that's a bad play.
Well, yeah, if Vin dies, we're playing a new campaign in 2 weeks, guys. Essentially.
That's what you think. Who's going to step up if Vin crooks?
The chief of the tiny druid guild.
Oh, it's my turn. Sorry. I'm going to drop with this tentacle holding on to me. I kind of am like squirming, and then I realize oh, okay, I'm gonna drop the torch out of my hand and Hopefully it lands on the cement.
D8, please. Okay, as you drop the torch, it lands, rattles, rolls, and falls northeast into the water and goes out.
Son of a bitch. I can't see now. Damn it. Well, I guess I'm just gonna take a blind shot at the creature because I know he's in front of me and I know he's kind of entangled and wrapped up and I know he's kind of glowing from fairy fire. So I'm gonna draw my short bow and I'm gonna pull one of those arcane well-dipped arrows that I got at that shop and I'm gonna shoot it at him.
Okay, go ahead and give me an attack roll.
I think it balances out because
Well, unfortunately, so Fairy Fire says any attack roll against an affected creature or object has advantage if the attacker can see it, and the affected creature or object can't benefit from being invisible.
oh, okay.
But they do also emit light in 10.
Yeah, good call. Yeah, I was just double checking that reading. So yeah, I would say you can see it, and yeah, then you'd get advantage. But let's see. So you don't have disadvantage for any reason. Yeah, so you're at advantage.
Disadvantage would just be if I can't see, but if I can see him, then I'm gonna shoot him.
Yeah, go ahead and take a shot.
All right. Oof. Oh, I got advantage.
Yes, you are going to critically.
Nice.
I thought the same thing you did, Adam. Woo.
I was like,
And
8
you
is
get
not good.
Sneak attack has an advantage.
Too, yeah.
Hell yeah.
What? It's been so long. All right, critical hit and then piercing. Unless arcane well dipped arrows do anything extra at him. I don't know.
They don't change the damage type. No.
All right, cool.
All right, so that is a true crit. Go ahead and post your damage.
Big money, big money.
29 total points of damage with that special arrow.
Nice.
Boom. Big hit as you strike the creature, wounding it badly. As you do, however, in your head you hear, "Consume! Consume!"
Oh shit, get me out of here, guys. I don't have anything to do. There we go.
The end.
All right, Adam, I'm going to step here and do a running jump. Yeah.
So I
Should be
think
25.
you're going to have to do this and then get your 10 foot of run, and then you're not going to have enough space because you started here, right?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, so to get a 10-foot running jump, you'd have to be like that.
Okay, copy that. All right, from here then, I'm going to cast Fly. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, fine. Looks like we're blowing our wad, boys. I don't want to take over this game as the druid who wants to save the nature. That's too on point. Let's do. Where's my thing here?
All
I have
right,
a
you
purple dot.
cast a scorching ray through 3 characters towards the enemy. Might be able to give you that, but that's going to still miss.
Okay, well I couldn't jump the thing, so I gotta do it.
That gives you 3 rays, though, right?
Yep, I'm firing them off.
He gets advantage, right, too, for this?
Oh yeah.
He does, yes. All right, hang on. Yes, he can see the creature, so yes. So then I'm going to say hit, and then miss, and then critical hit on the last one.
Nice, dude. Burn it. Burn that bitch. Nice. Burnt to a crisp. That's
Whoa.
I don't know what it does, but it's
Whoa,
long.
okay.
Big paragraph. So.
All right.
They took part of your soul, Dan.
Go ahead and post damage. I'll let you know he had 8 HP left. So he is indeed burnt to a crisp.
Oh my gosh. Fire.
Damn, that actually gives them vulnerability to fire after they're hit with it.
Yes. Yep, that's a big... The special damage types, there can be some crazy crits in there. All right, so that one does indeed die after that fiery barrage. That will get us out of combat, folks.
I'm just sitting there with my eyes closed like, don't eat me. Don't eat me. Wait.
When you open them, you just see Blick still smiling at you.
No, I don't, because I can't see, Blixel. Yeah.
Oh, you can't see in the dark?
I'll light another torch. No, I can't see in the dark.
You gotta work on that, man. I got your back if you need it, though. Let me know if you need any lights. I lost my sword.
Celine looks very disappointed as she approaches and casts light on you, Vin.
Oh, thank you. Let me snuff torch. Hit light spell. There we go.
If
All
anyone
right,
has
guys.
mage hand, they can get them.
Whoops, say that again?
I was just saying, if anyone, I mean, obviously could go down and get it, but if anyone has mage hand, we could get those weapons and stuff back easily.
So keep in mind the water that you're looking at on this map here, it is clear in some areas and others think, sewer water. So it's got floating garbage, that kind of stuff in it. So you don't necessarily spot the torch or the sword at this point. You can certainly root around if you wish. But as we are a little bit over halfway our session here and we just ended a battle, let's go ahead and take this opportunity to take our 15-minute break, folks, and we will come back on the other side.
Sounds good.
Nice.
Nice.
Good job, guys. We didn't.
Yeah.
Alrighty, folks, we are back into the second half of our session. The team is still in the sewers, having just survived a very difficult battle due to terrain and some enemy special abilities here. So, team, let's go ahead and pick back up where we left off. What would you guys like to do?
Blixel, is going to try to look for his sword, if possible, in the muck.
And maybe it's just having to do something with the sewers here, but Vin, go ahead and play your card, please. And Blixel, as you're looking for your sword, go ahead and give me a blind check. This card seems to be very popular this campaign. The other guys, each group member loses 1 unspent hero point. Blixel, you do not see it.
Hey. Kick something. All right. Well, I gotta buy a new sword when we get to town.
Well, I need some new arrows, so we'll make a stop. But we still haven't found. Damn, how do I say his name? Skigdock.
There was that strange tapping noise at the first encounter we had.
Yes, but Negzik said that he wouldn't be in there. Right?
Well, I feel like we can't really go much further with the shape that some of us are in. Serena looks like she's hanging on by a thread.
I can fight. Let me at him.
Yes. You're bleeding out of your ears.
That'll scare him.
Adam. Oh shoot, I'm out of spell slots. Never mind.
Whether we take a quick breather here or 10 minutes ago over there, does it matter? We agreed on urgency. If anyone has magic to use, then maybe we use it and move forward.
My soul has been charred. I am sadly out of efficient power.
Celine, what do you have? You have any quicker picker-uppers?
You guys don't want to hear my saline voice, but yeah, I still have some magic.
Good job.
Not bad.
That's inspiring for all of us, except for you.
Yeah, give Celine inspiration for that one, right?
Oh, she's already got 2 of them. She's hoarding inspiration.
Nice.
Well, I mean that's a solution, guys. I mean we can short rest for sure, but like we said a while ago, the kid being kidnapped is kind of urgent. We could short rest and all get a second. We could have Celine give us a little boost and keep moving, but you guys' call. What are you thinking?
I mean, if those consume things got the kid, he's gone already. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes, but he could just be hiding, right? I mean, he could have seen him and hid from them.
I
And
honestly feel that if we go in and get into another group like that, half of us aren't going to be coming back.
Yeah, we're gonna die. And as much as I appreciate these rap people, I'm sure they're great.
And I will just pause and remind you that you're speaking within 15 feet of those rat people at the moment.
I would. This has been bugging me for maybe a half hour now. So say, Celine, we heard tapping down in the hallway. Is that a way of communication with the rat folk? Can you ask them?
Daleen is investigating the bodies, which means she has to kind of come over here ish to start looking at the bodies. So I hear you say that, DM, but she's kind of already over here by the time you're calling that out. As she looks over the bodies, she's able to determine that these creatures look fairly alike. They're not they're not identical to one another, but very, very close. She doesn't believe you would be able to tell what one of these was before it may have been assimilated. Ooh, you're super, super quiet now, Serena.
I'm not hearing her at all.
Still super quiet, Serena. I'm wearing headphones, but I actually got closer to my monitor in some kind of weird reflex to try to hear you better, but it didn't work. Yes, Vin, since you've suggested that, I would say that seems highly likely.
Did I miss something?
Like carrion
The
crawler's
tapping.
legs.
The tapping?
The
Yeah.
simultaneous tapping is just, it's hundreds of legs, I'm imagining.
Yeah, I thought that too. And I couldn't, my check didn't determine if it was intended or natural beast behavior. So it's either that or the child. So you're right.
I mean, if we die, we're no good to these fine. Looks over his shoulder. These fine rat folk. So we need to. I vote for arrest, but
I think if they look at Serena's wounds, they would agree.
Well, sounds like a plan. Find a spot, sit down and catch your breath, lick your wounds.
does it still smell real bad down here, guys?
You've gotten maybe
Gonna get used to it.
slightly accustomed to it, but yeah, it's still bad.
I just keep smelling cotton. These things are working wonders. Okay. Can I rest here?
If you want to rest in the sewers, you certainly can. Short rest, anyhow.
Where are you guys going? Can we go by the entrance? It might be fresher air.
Just worried that the rat people will give us a hard time.
Oh, well, okay.
I mean, if you want to talk to them, just let them know we got to take a breather.
I'll be happy to. Excuse me, Dean here. We got beat up by those purple things, and we need a rest. Any suggestions? Did you understand that there, Luxel?
No.
I didn't either.
Can you speak slower?
And you see he kind of blinks his eyes and cocks his head and looks at you. So what are you going to find him?
Have not found him yet. We are very wounded, nearly dead in our efforts.
I don't know if comprehend language is still up at this point. Is that concentration? I think it is, right?
Yeah, concentration in an hour.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, we'll assume she's been maintaining that concentration the entire time. Adding the watch clock for that. Okay, yeah, so she will speak with the rat folk. You can't really understand the rat folk side of the conversation, but Saline essentially says, like, hey, is there a good place around here that we could just take a quick breather? And then listens to what he says and kind of nods and then says to you, he's very worried about his son and he worries about any time you spend resting, what that will do for his son's chances of survival. But if you absolutely must rest, he said there's a room over the waterway to the west. You could use that to rest. They kind of use that as like a little hangout room or nook every now and again. So you're free to use it for a brief period of time.
Is that where the trap is?
The conversation continues, and the Saline says, no, there's no traps over there to the west. But she looks really aggravated because she has to walk around this huge water basin again.
Yeah, she does, and that's sad. No, but in my mind, map knowledge, that I think that pit trap was near a hallway to the south, if I remember properly.
Saline makes her way over here and points to the west. No, they said here, here.
Oh, okay.
I think this was before.
This way, guys.
Before what?
Yes, we can hear you clearly now, Serena.
It's down here. It's before the trap.
Oh, this is tight quarters here. No farting, okay, everybody?
Yeah, you wouldn't want shit smell in the sewers.
Yeah.
All right, so it sounds like everybody wants to take a short rest. If you're taking a short rest, please type into chat and what it is that you're wanting to recover.
Oh yeah, I gotta look at that.
Just out of curiosity, anybody have wariness?
No. But Blixel will start playing a song of rest.
Okay, so we've got 3 HPs, 1 spell slots, another HP, and I think we just need Ian.
Yeah, I'm reading the fifth one, an ability, so that would be my wild surge, wild shape.
Yep, you could use it for that. But
And
remember, I think those
normally-
come back on a short rest, don't they?
I don't know. It's a new car. I've never.
Well, I'll make this decision way easier for you. You are using a short rest, so hey, Serena, why don't you go ahead and play your card, please? Would you
No,
guys
thank you.
believe there's been 3 red cards?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, maybe it's the ever odor of the swamps. You don't get any benefits from the short rest.
Oh, man.
But we still burn the rest.
You do indeed, yes. An hour has passed, and with this additional hour, the danger to the potentially still alive Skiddock has raised. Who would like to roll a really important die roll for me?
Not me.
Does the lower number work?
If you want it to, sure.
All right, Bill.
I nudged Tavard.
Yeah, I'm always lucky with cards. What do I roll there, Mr. DM?
All right, you want low? I need a D100, and if you want low, then you need 21 or higher.
Low.
You want low, right? So that's good.
Yeah.
You didn't want. Yeah, I said that wrong. You didn't want 80 or higher. So that's
Yeah, if
good.
you want someone to roll low, I'm your man.
Right.
Yeah, that's why we picked Bill. We want the love.
Yeah, so you're good. Yep. Yeah. No, you don't know what that roll was for particularly, but probably can guess. But yeah, no issues.
Well, I don't feel any better, but I guess we gotta get out there.
But now comprehend language is definitely over.
Maybe I'll go in front. Serena, you hang back a little bit since you still look pretty beat up.
Celine says she has some healing magic. Why don't we have her boost us up real quick?
Oh, she probably only has one spell slot left.
Saline does have some magic. Saline, you're currently rocking 4 first levels and 1 second level.
I have a question, Adam. For
Sure.
my bloodline ability, it says as a minor ability, a scion can cast Cure Wounds as first level spell. Does that mean I can cast it using my spell slots?
Yes, you can.
Oh, okay. I can heal people. I just realized. Who needs healing? I guess does that also mean
Me.
I can only cast it as first level since that's
No.
what it says in the thing?
No. So the blood ability gives you the ability to cast it as a first level spell without burning any kind of resource, and it's recharged on a short rest. But because it is now on your spell list, you can use any slots you want to cast that spell.
Okay. So I'll cast Cure Wounds at second level on Serena.
Jordan's saying something as well.
Spin 2 on Serena.
So I'm seeing that Saline only has healing word. I don't see a cure word. It's just confirming that.
That's a huge heal though, 18.
Yep. Yeah,
Yep,
you
that
would
is
get
indeed a big one.
18.
Thanks, Blixel.
All right, was that
Hey.
two healing words on Serena then, Saline?
I could also use some healing because I'm one good hit away from death.
Serena is missing half of her health right now, and Vin is missing 3/4 of his health.
And
I got more for people if they need it.
Yeah, I have just 11 out of 41, just to clarify. Near almost perfect 3/4.
All right, just to keep things moving, I will say Saline casts 2 first level on Vin then.
Okay.
So 14 back to Vin.
And then I'll do a first level on Vin, a first level on Serena, and did Tabard say he needed some too?
yeah, I'm at half.
All right, I'm gonna do a first level on all three, you guys.
Just decide in order, and then just go ahead and throw them out.
All right, so Vin, Serena, Tabard. Vin gets 7.
Nice. Nice.
Serena gets 7.
One more, you go to Vegas. Oof.
Tabard gets 6.
Wait, who did the healing words go to again? Sorry.
Those went
Vin.
to Vin.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Okay, that's most of what I got, guys. So let's make it count, I guess.
I'm ready to fight a purple worm. Let's go.
Adam, I updated my bio for my hands too. So inside, torch if needed, and then dagger.
When you say if me, oh, so you mean if you can't see, because that's always a little subjective. So I'm going to assume if it's dark, that means yes.
Exactly. Yeah, like if I need it to see, then it's in my hand. But also, Saline cast light on me a lot, so that would also apply to if needed.
Okay.
I have the thing on my toolbar, so I'll always have it up. I try to my best to stay ahead of it, but
So in your
primarily
hands
it's a
right
dagger.
now is what?
Just my dagger,
Dagger only. Got it.
because I got the light spell.
Okay. Let's do this. Let's find this rat kid.
Wait. Serena, where are you going?
I thought they said the worm was over here.
We're not going to the worm.
Where are we going?
To find the kid.
Oh, I thought the kid disappeared near the worm.
No, I think Dian thinks that those clickings were coming from the kids, but they're probably just its legs.
No, I did not think that. I investigated and was undetermined.
You
I'm
shout
talking
at
about the.
Dian, trying to find out where Vin went, but you don't see him.
I'm lit up like a Christmas tree.
Now
What's the
you see
kid's
him.
name?
Hey,
Let's think for a second.
They went to the north and went to the left, guys.
Before we trudge off, let's think for a second, because we went this way, and then this way had a trap and the carrion crawler, and we saw those flesh monsters. And we also went this way, but we didn't make it far. We only got to right here, and then we saw them again. So which way do we want to go?
I feel like the leader of the rat folk should just lead us to where they last saw him.
I don't remember what directions he gave Serena or Celine. He
That's
said
why
to
he
the
should
north.
lead us.
Well, he's right over here, so I'm gonna go talk to him. But so, could I just? I'm gonna move around this big thing because we can't jump over it, right? So.
As long as you have a strength of 10, you can jump over that. That's only a 10-foot jump.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I'll jump over here and I'll go. Hey, man. We're back. I'm sorry. We're gonna go back out and try to find him. Can you show us where you last saw him?
You see he looks at you and kind of blinks his eyes a bit. Yeah. Control. Follow.
Okay, I'll follow. All right, guys, he's leading us. Come on.
Aileen goes all the way around again.
I'm gonna do a run jump.
All right, as you're
jump over that thing again.
You notice he doesn't, but if you wish to, you can.
Yeah, I don't trust it. I don't know. Yeah,
He weighs like 18 pounds.
I jump over. All right, we'll hop over.
All right. You notice
I'm
as he
also
gets to here, he's looking around very carefully, seeing like the remains of the creatures that you killed. He seems to like stand a little bit taller, like he had this little hunch, and he was sort of like real low to the ground. But when he sees them dead, it seems like it gives him a little bit of confidence, and he moves forward.
Oh yeah, we killed him here to help you.
Yeah, that's really gonna kill him.
Totally. Jeez, it's like the whole city. You know, what if we lured Maeli down here? Made her a snack for that carrion crawler.
That's an idea.
It's pretty powerful. I think we better.
You notice him moving pretty slow at this point now, Blixel.
Is there traps ahead?
No.
Blixel tried to pantomime sort of exactly what the rat does.
I also start moving slower.
All right, once he gets to here, he takes another step to the north, and then you see he points to the west, and he looks back at you, and his little beady eyes blink a bunch of times in a row as he's pointing to the west.
Okay. I think we know what that means.
This is a bridge.
The bridge, and he felt he got taken from the bridge.
No, this is a play. Bridge play.
Oh, he was playing on the bridge.
Yeah.
Did he just say he's going to play another effing red card?
Alright. I'm going to put my dagger up at this point, Adam, and I'm going to draw out my short bow. Knowing that I got both my hands free and that there might be something up ahead, I want to be kind of prepared.
Blixel looks at the ceiling.
It is about
Make sure-
15 feet here above your head. It is dark, moist. Occasionally, you notice some kind of like vegetation growth, sort of like poking out in odd areas here and there, small amounts. Nothing that looks dangerous or that could hide a creature or anything like that. You do notice nooks and crannies, though, where maybe very small creatures could be. You notice that bridge to your west, and then you see the huge water basin there. The sound of the running water is definitely stronger in that area. And as you're watching in that direction, every now and again, as you're sitting here for like a minute or so, you notice something falls from above into the middle basin. It looks like mostly like flotsam stuff, like trash, little odds and ends, maybe pieces of vegetation, all the stuff that you assume is going through the upper sewers of Carolinian and making its way here.
No idea what he's talking about.
All right. Well, I guess we go to the bridge, right? Check it out.
No, let's try it out. No, hey, no, big creature come down.
Oh,
Alright, well.
so we
If we're
need a
going to-
sneak?
He nods at you. Yeah.
Do you want to do that old trick then that we did before at the cabin?
I can't see. Maybe I'm not the best for this particular mission. Look, Blixel, you've been on as many hunts as I have. You know all my tricks. You know what I like to do. Use it on yourself. We trust you. We'll wait here.
My armor is not very good for sneaking around, I gotta say.
I'm pretty darn good at sneaking, as I've said several times. I may look fat, stocky, but
Well then,
Okay.
Roll
wanna-
on down there.
Do you want to go in front? I'll make you invisible, Tavern. How about that?
so I look at the little rat dude and I go, and I kind of point at him towards, up, down, this way, that way, and I'm looking at him to see which way I should go.
He shrugs his shoulders, and you see he doesn't know.
he said he was playing on the bridge to Vard.
Okay, I grab him by his neck. No, okay. All right, never mind. Yeah.
Do you want to be invisible?
Sure.
Okay. I turn Tavard invisible.
All right, Adam, I'm going to walk, using the full stealth power that I have. Woohoo! Let me know when you want me to make a roll.
All right, so you're trying to be sneaky as best you can. Continue moving as you wish.
Adam, I'm going to take a look. I'm going to just a little extra caution towards this bridge just to see if I maybe see anything underneath it, or does it seem to be a sturdy bridge? Any concerns with that?
Give me a blind check here, Tap. So, as you investigate the bridge for any signs of issue, you do notice that this bridge looks pretty faulty, in fact. You don't think it would be able to support a lot of weight.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go up to this spot here, and I'm going to take a running jump to get here.
Okay. As you run and jump to there, landing with a loud thud, you see some movement from the large water basin as the massive creature there, huddled up against the ceiling, twitches as it starts unwinding and moving in your direction. I'm going to go ahead and put us in initiative order.
Oh God. Is Mama Slime?
Curse of the Scarab soundtrack. That sounds appropriate. Kind of insectile. Okay, top of the list is actually the father rat folk, and seeing that the noise has just been made and seeing the creature starting to move, he says,
Hey, Adam, so there'd be no way I could try to see, because I would have tried to land stealthily, right? There's no roll I can make on that?
a stealthful roll on land? I'm going to say no.
Okay, all right.
Then, your turn.
I see Nexig retreat, and then I kind of like, oh, here we go. And I'm gonna, like, I just notched an arrow, and I'm going to just prepare. Hang on, let me read one thing. I'm just going to hold my action for a shot at the whatever is attacking Tavard, if there's anything.
So you ready in action that if something attacks Tavard, you're going to shoot it, keeping in mind that you cannot see Tavard.
No, let me rephrase that. I'm going to shoot anything that looks like a flesh monster that gets into my vision.
It looks like a flesh monster. Okay, got it. All right, Saline doesn't see much going on right now. She'll kind of hold here with a dodge. Elixir.
We see this thing starting to move, right? Move around out there.
You do, yes. And Blixel, do you have concentration on something at the moment?
Invisibility.
Right, good call. Okay, I already forgot about that. All right, yes, you do indeed see it starting to move.
Okay. Seems like the Rat Man wanted us to just run, but I am instead going to cast Vicious Mockery on it.
All right, go ahead. Give me a Vicious Mockery roll and a spell effect roll. It is not affected by your Vicious Mockery, but as you incant this spell and speak verbal components, you notice its head jerks, looking right in your direction, and you see it sort of leans back. You get the impression of something getting ready to bolt at high speed right towards you.
And I go, I think I got its attention. Tavard, you stay behind. Did you get the kid out of there? And Blixel will start running. I guess I'll get to there. And bonus action, I don't really have one, so that's the end of my.
Hey, Serena.
Wait, did we haven't seen the kid, right? You said
You
get the
have
kid?
not.
But we're running. Come on, Tavard. Run. I'm gonna dash. I'm going to move forward first. Because I can't stand to not see everything. Hopefully he's not done.
I think I got you at about 20 feet of movement so far.
Wait, 5, 10. I think I'm at 15.
15? Okay, good enough.
Well, I guess I gotta stop there so that we're not in the same spot. I assume Tavard will look down this hallway as he runs by in case the kid's hiding down there. But I don't think we can take it.
Just to let you guys know, Tavard's not going to try to attack this thing. Don't worry.
All right, as it skitters across the ceiling, It then comes down from the ceiling, attaching to the ceiling now of the tunnel. Gets to here. It will then dash. Tavern, would you like to take an opportunity attack as its massive body moves through your space? It is going to, it's clinging onto the west wall at the moment, and it is going to get to here. Tavern, your turn.
Sorry, guys. Thought I would be able to make that without too much noise, but I'm going to go ahead and search this area.
I assume it looks friendly anyway, right?
Adam, I know I'm going to make some noise, but I'm going to jump this anyway.
Okay.
I think the thing is preoccupied, honestly.
And then I'm going to go ahead and that's my 40. And then I'm going to go ahead and run north. Use my bonus. I'm going to go ahead and use my action to run.
So you're dashing.
Yep.
All right, as you dash in combat, give me an acrobatics check, please. You can make that publicly. Yep, you have no problem.
I'm going to jump this.
Now, to clarify, when you say jump this, you mean get 5 feet on the bridge and then jump past the other part of the bridge.
Yes, I'm just trying to. I don't trust the. I'm just trying to jump as far as I can, like here. That's 5 feet.
Okay. Yeah, this bridge looks, I mean, on a quick glance, looks fairly sturdy. You step on part of it, it bears your weight, no problem, but you do leap the other part. All right, as you get to there, you notice to your west a rat folk who's looking in your direction, squinted really down, dagger in hand. You see he's looking at you, looking very, very confused.
And I'm going to say,
Me friend, you come with me.
and I'm gonna motion him to come.
Wait, he's looking at him?
He's invisible.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, no, actually, yeah, you're right. So he can only. But I'm still gonna say that. I'm gonna say,
Me friend, come with me. We
You
go
notice-
away.
As you say this, he does start looking around, like he was looking in your direction. You assume maybe hearing some sounds as you were dashing and jumping to get there. But as you get there and you start speaking, he starts like looking around for the source of this voice. But you hear him say, "Come, and you hear the sound of others nearby.
all right. And when you say, well, okay, I have one more foot, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and end my turn there.
All right, Ian, you find yourself next to this massive creature which is currently attached to the western wall.
Alright, disengage, action, 5, 10, 15, 20. End my turn.
All right, yes, you will notice, Ian, as Nasdick continues moving as quickly as he can. Vin, your turn.
Oh, man. Alright. I'm going to go and try to help Tavard. So I'm going to... Oh, I can't go in that square. I don't mean to go there. I meant to go here. And then here.
All right, so as you step away from the creature, it is going to attack you.
Wait. I would... Hang on. Cunning action, disengage, and then I'm going to get to here.
Well, I can't give you that because you didn't declare it ahead of time. I'm guessing you didn't know what
come
its
on.
reach was. And it does
No, I
have reach.
definitely know what it... I mean, Adam, I have cunning actions away from every creature I've ever been within melee from. I'm definitely going to cunning action and come up to here and then go right here. I just forgot to say it because of it moving over top of me, but...
Let's leave it to the dice. Pick any die and just call it odd or even. We'll see if you cunning actioned or not.
Okay, we'll go D4 and we'll go even.
Okay, you're good.
Alright, and then right here, before I get into this little hallway, I'm going to fire off a shot at the creature.
Okay.
And I'll use another one of those arcane well-dipped arrows.
Okay. That will miss.
Oof, all right. And then I will use my last 5 feet to dip into here. And I'll keep my eyes open to see if I see Tavard poof out of invisibility and go and meet up with him and see if I can help him in any way.
Aileen's turn. She doesn't like being this close to an opponent. Seeing how big it is, she assumes it is going to have reach, so she is also going to disengage and back away. Blixel, your turn.
Okay. Does this thing? I don't want to spend my action figuring this out, but does it look related to those other weird creatures that we fought?
You would not assume so. It doesn't look anything like them, no.
Okay. All right. So, because of that, man, it's just going to catch up with me next turn. So I'm going to, well, no, I'm going to disengage.
Okay.
And I'm going to run. And I'll get to there. And I don't have a bonus action, so that's it for me.
Okay, Serena.
Run away! Everybody's deserted. Serena's gonna shout to Vin. Is there room in that hallway?
A little.
Disengage. Damn. Don't quite make it, huh? Did I count that right?
I believe you did, yeah.
Bummer.
Maybe you'd have 5 more left. If I got your starting spot correct. I think you're in the northeast square of it, yeah.
Well, now Vin can pull me to safety. And you said if I rage, I can stay in it until my next action.
Not right now, because you haven't taken damage since your last turn. So if you use it right now, it literally would end right when your turn ends.
Okay, so it's... Okay, alrighty.
All right, you're going to notice as the creature quickly changes its path, moving back towards the arrow that was just fired at it. As it gets up to here, attached to the wall, it is going to use its special ability known as Tentacle Flurry. It is going to make 4 attacks on Serena and 4 attacks on Vin. Serena, 4 defensive rolls, please. Sure, you can use that if you wish.
Might as well.
Yes, that will connect. You stab upwards towards the creature, wounding it with your glaive.
Did you say...
It's that Shipwrecker?
Shipwrecker... Oh, does it do additional? I can't see all the damage that it does. Yeah, I mean, she's been carrying around Cabbage Harvester down here, but...
Oh, okay.
She
Sorry.
can switch.
4 each.
I
4.
I thought that was tied to your cabbage harvester.
No, she's
No.
got a cabbage harvester, and remember the shopkeeper just gave her a good quality piece of wood and attached it to Shipwrecker with some
Okay.
rope. Yeah, to extend the reach.
A hero point doesn't do
So-
any good on that, does it?
It does not. So I will tell. Let's do these one at a time. You are hit on the first one.
Can I burn an inspiration for her third roll?
Well, let's do
Wait,
one at a time. You will be able to, but let's
Okay.
just do one at a time. So your first 17 defensive roll, you're hit on that. Are you doing anything to that? Actually, you can't, because you don't have your reaction, right? So you can't spend a hero point. So you're going to get hit on the first one. The second one would be a crit. I think I just heard somebody wants to spend their inspiration.
Yeah.
Okay. So burn your inspiration. Okay. And then obviously it's her defensive roll. So we're going to let her re-roll that one now. So Serena, go ahead and post a new defensive roll. You are still going to be hit. So that's 2 hits so far. 2 more rolls, Serena. Hit a third time. And then critically hit. Oof. Okay, so let's take care of those first. So, Serena, you are going to
Could I use some luck on one of these?
You absolutely could. That doesn't take a reaction.
Definitely on that damn critical shit.
All right, so you get an 11 instead of your rolled 1. I'm assuming that's the one you wanted to replace, right?
Yeah.
So that becomes a 14. So you're still hit, but not critically hit.
Can I use more than one luck in a turn, or just once?
I think so. I don't think it says. Yeah, I think it's per attack, right?
Well, let's burn them all.
All right, so now you can't use it on the same one you already did, right? But you can use it on other ones. So, all right, so you're using a 6, so that's still going to be a hit, unfortunately.
Oh,
And let's try one more time.
Yeah, you are not lucky today, unfortunately, Serena. All right,
Never
so
lucky.
you are hit 4 times, so here comes the damage. All right, so I've got 15, 20, 25 points of poison damage and 4 con saves, please. All right, you failed the first one.
Jesus.
You don't have to make the other ones. All right, you are now paralyzed. Vin,
Oh shit.
4 attacks on you, please.
Oh my gosh.
Critical hit. You do dodge that one. Hit. Let's let them roll them out, and then anybody wants to do stuff after. And hit on that one. So I've got a critical, a miss, and 2 hits. So does anybody want to do anything?
No, I actually don't have inspiration to do it.
Okay, so Vin, please roll a critical poison attack on yourself, please.
Oof.
Okay, so it's max plus this, plus a minor injury, and you're poisoned for a minute. Okay, so you're going to take 8 is the max, plus 6 more is 14 from the first crit, and then go ahead and give yourself a minor injury.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so you just took 14, so half of that is 7. Your max HP is reduced by 7. Then,
Just throw it in my bio for now.
okay, yep, and then I'm going to need, let's see, you're hit twice more. Let's see if you're still standing. So 13 more, you're still standing, so now I need 3 con saves from you.
Oh. Too late, Jordan. You and your power being out. Alright. Con rolls.
Okay, so you fail the first con save, and yes, you would be paralyzed. Okay, so we've got both characters paralyzed. Okay, and that is the creature's turn. Howard.
all right. So, Adam, I got a question for you.
Sure.
If I wanted to, I mean, obviously I'm invisible, so everything I have is invisible, quarterstaff, things like that, right?
Yes.
So, but if I wanted to, I don't know, stab myself for 1 point of damage. Does that count as like an attack roll or anything?
I mean, I don't know that Tavern would know how to end invisibility, right? Because it's not like you've dealt with invisibility a ton.
Yeah.
And I get what you're going for, but I would say you probably don't necessarily think that way.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna say in my second favorite language, right? I'm gonna say,
Father looking for a rat boy. Skitterish boy.
All right. As you say that, you notice other rat folk heads kind of poking, looking towards you. Not here. No, not here. Look here. Did fine. No fine.
Okay, me go somewhere else. Bye.
And then you hear, who the fuck was that?
shoot. All right. Maybe he is in that side little room. I don't know. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and so Adam, I got a question for you. This is so if I use my bonus my action to dash, right? But if I only want to go at half speed, is that a thing?
What are you trying to accomplish by going at half speed?
Just to move a little bit more and not have to make an acrobatics roll.
Yeah, I could give that to you.
Okay, so I'm going to move at half speed then.
Okay.
And this is where we came. This is from before, right?
It certainly looks familiar, yes.
All right, that's going to end my turn.
Okay, Dean.
Okay, hearing the screams, I'm gonna step one up here. I don't see anybody. I'll go one more, so there's 10. I'll go 15. I forget who I left back there. I think it was Celine. I'm like, they're over here. He's stuck. I'm going to. That's a big creature. Now, is it big or can it crawl through a door?
Huge. Well, you noticed when you went through the door, it was kind of pursuing Blixel and it didn't follow him. You're not sure if maybe it was the arrow that fired at it that got its attention, or maybe it can't get through the door, so it went and turned the other way.
Great. 30. Okay, so I went. What was that? 20?
I got you at 15.
15. Okay. So let me do some count. 15. So I need 30. So if I go there, that'll be 20, and I could maybe. I'm gonna produce flame it.
You're casting Produce Flame and throwing it at the creature?
Yeah. Let's see. We have 30. So no, I can't reach it. 15. Oh my god. 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20. Now I got it. And it's huge, not large, right?
It is huge.
Okay, then I'm not going to do that. Thanks for making that simple. I flick my finger, not like it matters. This is a TPK. Here we go.
Creature within 30 feet of you. Okay, you throw the flames. It does indeed connect.
Yeah.
Burning it a bit.
And that'll be 30 to get me right in the fatal funnel. I'm dead. Oh, we're all dead. Here we go. I have no other juice. No juice. These humans are tearing down the power of my nature in the forest, and I'm done. My soul burns.
Finn, on your turn, you are currently paralyzed, but you do have some HP. So your turn will end. Go ahead and make another Constitution save. Okay, you are no
Nice.
longer paralyzed.
Nice.
Cool. All right, now I'm just staring at death right in the face, and can't do
Possibly.
any. Okay.
All right, Celine's turn. I think this seems kind of like a general retreat at this point, so Celine's going to keep moving back. Okay, Blixel, your turn.
Okay. Well, Blixel saw DN go back, so it's gonna rush to there. What's going on?
They got him pinned at least 40 feet away. 50, maybe.
Get out of here, you big, ugly, tentacled, crappy thing! And Blixel's gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on it.
All right, let's see it. And spell effect roll.
Big money, big money.
It does indeed work as the creature suffers that psychic damage.
Okay. So,
And then I believe it has to immediately use its reaction to flee.
yep. Moves as far as its speed allows.
Good job.
I'm sorry, Tavard.
No,
I
that's
did-
okay. Because
I didn't.
I won't. I can't tell you what I would have done, but I was going to do something to try to get it to that area anyway. So.
Okay. And Blixel yells, "It's only gonna be gone for a second. You better run back over here, everybody." And then you come. I guess. Yeah, I can't. And oh, he's not difficult terrain right now. DN, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I can get to the other side of him. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay, Serena, you are currently paralyzed. Your turn ends. Constitution saving throw. And Serena, did you deduct the damage you took?
Yeah, I thought I did.
Yeah, I'm seeing her with like microscopic HP bar over here.
Okay. Okay, good deal. All right. So that is a failure. So unfortunately, you are still paralyzed. All right, moving to the creature's turn. It is going to come back to here. You are both still down. It is going to move past you to here. And, Blixel, since you were the one that just hit it, go ahead and roll me a d6, please. All right. Tavard, your turn.
All right, so Adam, just for theater of the mind, I saw your response, but is there any value to be getting up on that other platform? By that, what I mean is, would I have seen anything on that platform?
If
'Cause
you
when I
from
was
where you're
up
at right
there-
now, no.
Yeah, but when I was up there,
Yeah, but you are running that way to turn the corner. You're certainly not turning around and then investigating or anything like that. So if there's something small up there, like a satchel or a coin purse or something, you're definitely not going to spot it. Now, if it was something big, like a statue, then sure.
yeah, okay, so when I was running down and everything, I was just for theater of the mind, right? I just not really too sure, So I'm gonna go ahead and say, Skinner boy, you here? Dad wants you.
You don't hear any response.
And I can't look down here or anything, right? I can just see what I can see.
You can see what you can see unless you want to enter the sewer waters and then go that way.
You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna climb down quietly.
Okay. All right, so as you enter the sewer waters here, the current is not really strong, so you don't really have much to worry about there. But this is sewage, absolute filth. It's just disgusting. Give me a Constitution saving throw, Tavard. Okay.
All right.
Uh-oh.
And I don't see anybody underneath the bridge or anything like that, right?
You do not.
All right, I'm gonna come back up there, and I'm assuming with all that movement and everything, Adam, I'll just say that's my, because it'd be 5, 10, 15, then 20, 25, 30, 35. So that'll be 40 for me. I'm gonna go ahead and for my action, I'm going to throw a dart in this area.
Okay. You throw a dart over in that area. I'm assuming you were hoping to make like a lot of noise or something. But again,
Yes.
it's a dart, so unfortunately, it doesn't make
Well.
a ton of noise.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
can hit Vin with it; he'll make a lot of noise.
I probably could have thrown a war hand. I mean, my hand axe or something like that. I just chose the dart. All right, that'll end my turn.
Okay, Dian, you are now face to face with the massive creature. What do you do?
Well, not anymore. Bonus action disengage.
Bonus action.
Oh no, action disengage, and I'm assuming this is 10 feet of movement because he's probably
He
in
is
reach.
indeed, yes.
10, so there's 15. That'll pull me out of that. 30 will get me there. 10, 15, 25, 30. I have nothing else to do except end my turn. It's the red cards that got us again.
Then, your turn. You're still poisoned, but you're no longer paralyzed.
Yeah, I'm so thankful for it. The creature is in the direction I want to run, but also Serena and I are right in the open, and if I grapple or move her, I'm at half speed, so I think my best bet is I'm going to grab Serena at him, and then I'm going to, with my action, grapple, and I'm going to move back to here. Pull her along with me. And then I'm going to move to here, and then I'm going to put her here.
Okay.
And then I'll end my turn from now, and I'll kind of like keep watch around the corner as I'm like barely standing up. My eyes are like blinking in and out as I'm about to pass out, and I'm also poisoned. That's all I got.
All right, Salene's going to continue moving carefully. Blixel.
Okay. Looks like, just kidding, man, just kidding. And he's going to disengage. And get to here. And that's the end of my turn. And I try not to make a lot of noise, I guess.
Okay. All right, Serena's still paralyzed, so unfortunately your turn ends. New Constitution save. Yes, you do manage to shake off the paralyzation this time, Serena. So unfortunately, you don't have a turn, but next turn you'll be back to normal.
I like look back at her and say, "You okay? You all right?"
I go, did I save you?
I think it was the other way around this time.
As you're asking that question, Vin, you see a tentacle comes in here and is basically feeling around this area. Tavar, your turn.
Dang. All right. Oh boy, I'm going to go ahead and do something really stupid, just to let you guys know.
That's what we live for. Let's go.
I think
just
that's the
want you to
model of our group by now.
I want you to know ahead of time that I know this. So I don't want you guys to go, wow, it's Bill being stupid. Adam, I'm going into the water here.
Are you doing this quietly, or are you trying to cannonball?
Quietly.
Okay.
Doing a dwarvish swan dive.
So, any movement in water now, consider this difficult terrain because you're actually having to swim.
Oh, so it's that high up.
Yes. Yeah, so
Okay.
notice like this water here is like a real light color, so you're just stepping. This darker water is deep.
Okay, all right. 5, 15. So you're saying that's a little island though, right?
It is a garbage island, yes.
Sure, right? 25.
And again, keep in mind, just to set the scene for you here, right now you're swimming in crap and garbage and all the nastiest stuff you can imagine.
I'm going to use my dash action to get over here as well.
Okay.
And I know I'm going to need more than, a tuberculosis and a bath when I'm done with this, but that'll be my turn.
All right.
And my goal is to look inside that hole, Adam.
So it's not a hole, it's a garbage island, but you can certainly look around it.
Okay, that's what I'm doing.
All right, Dean.
Okay, I'm gonna move. 5, 20. Let's see. I'm gonna push down the thing. 25. Okay, I still don't see anybody, so then my 30 is gonna be back here. I'm just gonna hold. I'm gonna hold my produce flame. So I'm just gonna put like a green dot. Okay.
All righty, top of the next round, and we will move to Vin's turn.
Okay. Vin, seeing the tentacle flop around down the hallway, he's gonna look at Serena and say, okay, our exit route is going to be this way. And I turn and I see this staircase, and I'm like, oh, shit.
You do see a staircase, and you also see behind the staircase a small figure.
Oh.
Pay dirt.
Looks like Stuart Little. I'm gonna go,
Slap that bitch.
Skig Duck! Skig Duck! Papa sent us. Negzik. We're getting out of here.
Creature!
Yeah, we know. Stay there for now.
He nods his head like 20 times in like 3 seconds.
I'll turn and look at Serena. Found him! And I'll end my turn. Let's say that was a dodge action, maybe?
Okay. And I know that critical had a chance for you to shake off the poison each turn as well, so you can throw
Only
a couple
if
more.
No, it's only if I use my action to do it.
Oh,
read
okay.
it.
I missed reading
Yeah.
that part then.
It was 1 minute, or if I spend my action, that's a DC 16 save. I'm on it.
Right.
You could do that instead of dodging.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, sure. I'll do that. That sounds good. I'll try to shake off the. I do not.
Okay, Blixel.
Okay. Blixel thinks we're all sort of retreating now, I think, at this point. So he's going to follow Celine. And is this the bridge we... Oh, no, this isn't the bridge we thought was faulty. So he's just going to go over here. And yeah, I guess he'll hold up a little bit just to see if Dean comes back this way.
Okay.
And end my turn.
Okay, Serena, I believe you are currently prone. You just got out of your paralysis. What would you like to do?
Stand up.
Okay, spend half your movement. You stand up.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, I know, right?
Now, just to clarify, Serena, you do see this guy's actually underneath the stairs. There is a staircase that leads up here.
Oh, should we go up there?
I think it's our only option, but maybe shout down to the others that we found him and we'll catch up with them.
I don't know if there's anybody still out there, but
As loud as you can. Give it your best roar.
okay. I shout, "We found him!" Oh, what else?
Meet us back at the front.
And I'm just going to go ahead and say, based on distance, I don't think you guys hear any of that.
Yeah, but we feel like it, so, you know, we did our part. I seriously think the only option is to go up the stairs because he's just tentacle whacking down the hallway there.
What am I seeing? Like going
You're
up
seeing
these stairs?
a staircase leading up to a trap door.
Oh, okay. I grapple the child.
Okay. All right. So you kind of like reach your hand underneath the stairs and grab, and you hear like these squeaky sounds.
Do I need to roll for that or?
No, he can't really resist you.
Sweet. Then I use my movement to go. I think I have one more to go through the trap door, but however far I can go.
Remember you were prone, so it'd be 20, 25. I think you're actually a little bit over moved already.
Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, but I would
we'll put you
still
there. We're good.
grapple him.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, moment of truth. Tabard, as you enter the waters quietly, give me a blind check, please.
Yeah, he's
And of course,
invisible
and
still.
of course, the goal here is to roll low, right, Adam?
Not quite.
Invisible though. Hopefully that matters.
It's swimming in water, though. It's, a little bit more hard for the invisibility to help there. Okay, so what you're going to notice here, Tabard, is the creature, its tentacles are kind of in that northern passage. It then moves over here along the wall. It kind of feels around in this area. And then you see it goes up on the ceiling and seems to go back to essentially where it was to start all this. And Tabard, it's your turn.
All right. Sounds good. So when does this creature sleep, Adam?
Good question, right?
All right. You know what? I gotta do what I gotta do, right? I gotta get out of the way. So if am I able to take a dodge action while I'm swimming?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, because I have a strange feeling 16 different shots are coming my way, right? All right. Okay. Or can I just go ahead and try to be sneaky swimmer? What would that, is that a thing, Adam?
Yeah.
An
Yeah, so
action
if you stealth, right? Like if you're taking an action to stealth and then you're swimming away, I'm assuming you're moving kind of slowly, like backpedaling, trying to make as little disturbance as possible. Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
All right, another blind check. All right, you start backing away. Feel free to move.
And that'll be 30. And then getting up here will be 40.
Okay. It does not seem as though the creature has discovered you there. So, at the moment, I'm going to say everybody's at relative safety, and we're a little bit over the end of our session time, so I'm going to exit us out of combat here. And, Tabard, what is your intention? Like, where are you trying to get to?
Oh, I was just going to go up north with the rest. Well, I could actually run down this way here.
Okay.
Because, I already been that direction and everything, so I would go meet up with the group that way.
All right, so I'm going to just scoot you down there for now. You're able to get there without issues. And yeah, I think this is a good place to hang it up for the night. Party's a little bit split up, But yeah, no deaths, surprisingly, even though you guys attacked the very fearsome, hugest creature you've ever seen. So that is an accomplishment in and of itself. But yeah, hope everybody enjoyed this session. It was a lot of fun. We'll pick up again, not next week, 2 weeks from now, as I'll be on vacation next week. So 2 weeks from now, and we will see where the adventure takes us.
Hey, let's be specific. We didn't attack it. It attacked us, and then we split up in panic.
Actually, it did not attack you first. It moved your direction.
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, Blixel started moving towards the invisible Tavard and decided to pull the trigger.
That's right. I forgot. Never mind.
Yep,
Rescind
no
that.
worries.
It was 100% our fault.
I even said it out loud. I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Actually,
just
when you
didn't
guys
want him to
attacked
kill
him,
you.
I was like, all right, how many people are going to die here? I thought for sure at least one was dead. I'd be even more, but to be honest.
Adam, while we're on the subject, since we survived this and, the little fight that broke out, are we within 845 experience points? Because that would hit us to 5.
Let me check the sheet real quick. But yeah, so we'll call the session here. I'm going to go ahead and stop our recording, and then I'll do that quick calculation for you.